charges into the spear from, though, but not enough to cause anything substantial, luckily. Mostly to absorb health from Kaothi.
It's still weird that I have now absorbed strength from myself.
Yeah, no,
overall.
that felt weird.
I need to give that back.
Yeah. The universe will right itself, luckily. You feel after the effects of a long rest.
Never rest.
Never rest. That's fine. About 5 sessions from now, you'll be dead, probably, if
You're
you
dead.
don't rest.
Yep. That's fine.
Ugh, amazing.
Let's get someone to cast Greater Restoration you every day.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, who needs sleep? Who needs sleep?
But he did, once he hit, I think it was like 120 hit points, 100 hit points, attempt to jump to his personal ship, the Spearhead, which
Negative.
you stopped and killed him actually in the hold of this ship with his own spear. Which, luckily, even through the emotion, Argus was mindful enough to let go of quickly. But we picked up. We will be picking up here. I can actually turn off this, and let's go for something. Need something more somber. Oh, this should be pretty somber. I know what game this is from. There we go. I can rely on Shadow of the Colossus to give me somber. We are here. And almost immediately, everyone felt that powerful psionic presence suddenly disperse. You all have dealt with enough Gith at this point to know that someone powerful just died. Those of you who are on the deck. Immediately, everyone on the ship, every enemy rather on the ship, swords, I say they go down. They drift off of whatever direction they were being thrown when they surrender, because gravity doesn't exist here.
No.
These aren't like the good old days.
No.
People would never surrender.
I imagine I look somewhat like Tom Hardy in
A little bit.
No! This is supposed to be a fight!
It seems to be the only reason any of them continued fighting after you all proved you were whipping their asses was because their boss was still alive.
Bullshit.
Vera has headed over. They're taking care of any Gith that have surrendered, which is only about half of what is left of the fleet. Y'all actually did a lot to set up the Shazal Kol for this fight. And they only lost maybe 10 to 20% of their troops when Vera was projecting they might lose up to like 80%.
I won't apologize for anything.
You don't have to. You've only done right by the Shazal Kol so far. But this is where we are on the ship. Vera is on the deck elsewhere, shouting orders at her people. The ship she was using still floating nearby. The whole fleet has kind of come to a screeching halt in the midst of this effectively asteroid belt. What you doing? Oh, I think Zell tried to pick up his spear from the hold via his hand that was still attached to it without actually touching the spear, and found that it could not be moved.
Yeah.
At least by those means.
I have an idea.
No.
Melkor,
Oh, fuck.
meet me in the hold with a bag.
You know, I don't think. I'm gonna
Come on.
report that one to LR. This.
Come on.
No,
Come on,
it's just
meet me in the hold with a bag. Come on.
I'm fairly certain that to move it, you're probably going to have to touch it and risk the curse.
Wouldn't be the first time. Let's go.
Curses, you say?
Say no more.
No.
Say no less.
Well, it's just floating there. Technically, if he opens the bag of holding wide enough, he should be able to just go from one side to the other without touching anything.
I have emptied. Yes, I have
Wait,
emptied
but
that bag
didn't
of all
he
the other
impale
contents.
it
Fair.
into the roof portion of the bottom when he stabbed him through
Mhm.
the head?
What?
So
I thought
He
when
just stabbed him in the head.
I thought when he did that though, he pinned him to the roof.
I don't remember that.
no.
No,
I
I
It's been a
did,
little
but then
while,
I
so-
wrenched it back out. So I wanted
Yeah.
to
Oh, okay.
had to show the body to everyone to get them to surrender.
Okay.
There you go.
Here you go.
Hole in his head.
So come on.
I'm just gonna look to Keofi, make sure they don't do anything stupid, okay?
Yeah, I have to follow the ones with experience of not touching the sides.
Like a detect curse thing. And you would think I
And-
already have a sixth sense for it.
Argus is gonna make eye contact with Vera, give a
It's
nod,
cursed.
and then blink over to the.
Oh yeah, she'll understand that
Yeah.
that ship is part of your spoils. It's all yours.
Yeah. So the loot I'm after. Well,
Hmm.
not mostly.
Kind of.
I guess, yeah, kind of.
You want to head over
Do
to
we
the
know
spearhead?
exactly what the spear does?
You do not know exactly what it does.
I would like to ritual cast identify then. While this,
I guess the only thing you saw is when Argus came out of the hold, he was like bulging with strength, like
Yeah.
more
Was-
than usual.
He was.
Oh,
Argus was Swolgus when he stepped out of the hold.
Swolgus.
Like right now, my
I
strength
kept
is
hearing
23.
screaming voices from it.
He's as strong as a stone giant right now.
Well, I mean, I think Milker just assumed that he took a potion of giant strength at that point. I guess. Well, I didn't see nothing.
He's with a new belt.
Just clarification, because it's obvious this thing is cursed as fuck. I'm not going to make you roll for that. This is arguably the most malicious
Oh,
artifact you've dealt
never
with to
mind.
this date.
How does it compare to this scythe?
The scythe does not have a intentionally malicious feel to it. That has bad vibes, bad juju. This thing.
No,
This thing hates.
I'm
Zell
not-
felt its hatred towards the fact he existed. Like, you all felt it hates you. It wanted all of you to die.
I don't want to cast identify now because I forgot the one first line in the spell.
Gotta touch
You
it.
have to touch
Yeah.
the entire time.
Casting of the spell.
Can I use mage hand to touch the to cast?
That's why. That's
No.
why none of us said anything. We're going. Go ahead. See how this. Let's see how
And
this. turns out.
That was going to be what I asked for clarification on.
Oh, hold on.
It's like, hold on, wait a minute. There's somebody stalling for time.
I,
Spell.
now, I know it would. I mean, it would kind of work if I did it, but I don't have identify. But do you have a way to summon a find familiar, because you can cast through them? So if your familiar touches it and you cast it, technically you're touching it, but you're not touching it.
So I like you very much. You're one of my favorite.
The downside being, Milkwood doesn't have a familiar.
I'm not a fucking wizard.
No, that's why I asked if you had a way to do that.
No.
What about
Wizard.
a celestial bound
Yes.
mount?
I can't do it.
No, one. I mean,
oh God,
you
do
know-
not do it
you-
to Edgar.
I'll look over. Give me property of Edgar just for a moment. That's all I ask.
Technically-
Hold on. I
Find Sea does not allow you to cast spells through them.
it's only if you cast spells on yourself.
That you
where
then also
it
affects you and your
yeah,
state.
Yeah. Didn't realize that one until very later on in the last campaign.
Yep. It's because of you that I remember to use it on my character.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if I cast spider climbing myself, it also gives it to my fucking mount. I can just make this bitch walk up walls and shit.
Just saying, it makes things interesting.
I'm trying to think. I don't want
Let's just put it in the bag.
to. Yeah. Can how heavy would the spear be? Yes,
I'm
anybody got a question? Is it 10 pounds or less?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here as you begin trying to get it in the bag via whatever means that I assume involve not touching it.
This is
Yeah.
an empty bag. I'm just making it
Oh,
clear we got
I
rid of
know.
all the bad things in that bag.
I know you
I'm sure there's
can't
going to be a hole in it.
without touching it. You are not going to get any gap of space between the spear and the floor of the hold.
I thought it was floating. I thought things float here.
This is it is on the floor of the hold.
Please.
Cover.
Please.
Okay. Well, is it gonna be
When
you
the
or me
artifact
this
has a
time?
malicious will, I can make it do what it wants,
Yeah.
which means it can move too.
Odette?
Okay, so I have an idea.
While this lot are fucking around and
wrong one.
finding out,
Yeah.
can I ask Clara and Frigid to go along with Argus? Because he almost broke down already, and I don't want him to get into the fucking spearhead with no one else there with him.
Wrong one.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not putting up with healing mental damage. That's not what I'm about. Fuck that.
I do alchemy. You think I do that?
You make people feel better just by being around.
We're just mentally broke.
People don't die. Frigid is mentally fucked up.
All these
Yes.
squares make a circle.
Make a
But
circle.
I'm going to have to deal with these lot cursing themselves. So
Fine.
I'm touching the butt.
Make sure,
I'm coming.
make sure they don't kill each other, or make sure.
How bloody
sure-
are you looking?
Rather, I
Daisy?
should say, make sure the shiny one doesn't kill the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's mad cackling comes from the hold.
I go back down quickly.
Yep. Here. While you all are sticking your dick in the toaster.
We would like to check to see if it's plugged in.
Yeah.
I would like to roll
it's
for
always
plugged in.
It's always
all-
plugged in.
I would
And
like
it's
to
on.
roll. Yep. I would like to roll for plugged in toaster.
Let's be honest. If Diedrich did that, Melkor would gladly plug the thing in.
We're gonna pop over to the spearhead. They will join probably 45 seconds to a minute after you bamf on over, Argus. You know the layout of this ship well. It is a beauty. It is well maintained, meant for speed, not power. Capable of taking its captain wheresoever they wish to go, as long as they have the means to make it go, which you as a planeswalker do. What are you doing, Argus?
He's going to the hold, I presume.
Mhm. Yep.
A natural place to keep prisoners.
Oh yeah.
Or treasure, I guess is
It'd be
what
Barak
Barak would
definitely
refer
defines
to
it
it
as
as.
treasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Head on down. A few more swords and other various interesting weapons mounted on the wall from last time, seems he's slain more worthy opponents. You head on to the hold, where there are no more bodies than there were here last time, with the exception of the man you left behind. The hold of this ship is maybe 4 other people bound in chains, 3 of which might just have completely broken. Just there is not a consciousness there anymore. One of which you don't recognize, possibly a newer arrival, and another of which you see very clearly. You remember him just as if you were speaking to him yesterday. Thoric, bound against the wall of the hold, arms kind of suspended, body covered in, well, what you recognize are cuts from that nasty fucking spear.
Is he conscious?
No, not at the moment.
None of them are, right?
The ones that are conscious are only like halfway so, and like their minds are fucked.
They're
They
like
do not have.
catatonic.
Yeah, they do not
Yeah.
have the wherewithal to recognize someone. If anything, you walk in and a few of them just shudder a little bit, not realizing you're not Parak.
Okay. I don't think I have any calming spells, so they're gonna have to wait for someone more proficient in healing.
Yeah, I don't think Frigga or Clara have calm emotions either, because nobody packs that
Um,
shit.
yeah. I'm gonna try and break the chains.
You have a legendary weapon. You can just do that. You have the fucking Jabberwack. You can just do that.
He kind of just like grabs the like link connecting them and just like crushes them, especially with
Oh,
his newfound strength.
Yeah, right now you can in fact just crush them. These aren't special chains, but for somebody who's weak and bloodied and starving for the past, you don't know how many years exactly. Yeah, it's not good. It's real easy to get rid of these chains.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of like lower Torek down first, and then he's gonna cast. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna cast the like healing spirit. Just let it like sit on him. I have to upcast that, but that who cares?
Yep, that's fine. It's probably better you upcast it.
Yeah. Just gonna let it work on him while I get the other ones down, and
Absolutely. A number of the still present wounds seal up and leave some wicked looking scars. This man wasn't unscarred when you last saw him, but the number of scars has at least doubled since. And that's only the ones you can see. You said on all the others. Of the others, 2 are Githyanki and 2 are species you don't recognize. All humanoid.
Yeah,
you know what with being Gith, the world is kind of your playground. They go as they please.
he's gonna basically mix a healing potion with probably a tiny bit of. No, you don't really want to give them. Argus doesn't carry around any like food normally, because he just hunts or drinks alcohol.
Yep.
Gets high.
I guess
Yeah.
he's gonna mix a healing potion with some of that basically mushroom laudanum he's got.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ.
exactly.
It already tasted like cough syrup.
I love it.
It's an unpleasant experience, but it'll probably help.
Yeah. I think he's just gonna take a seat and wait for any of them to wake up.
Few moments there later, kind of halfway through the healing spirit, Clara and Frigga walk in, rather float in behind you. Ugh. I thought the UNT were bad.
Yeah, this one dwarfs all others malice. You think you can help these, Clara?
She looks at it like, "Ooh, I probably could. I got a bit of magic. I got a little bit left. I could at least patch up a little bit of the wounds. And I think Frigga actually has more magic available than Clara does at the moment. Oh yeah, Frigga actually chimes in. I still have plenty of healing spirits to help the rest of them, if Clara cannot.
Well, whatever you can grant them, they need it.
Clara will tend to who she can. She blew damn near all her magic, keeping Diedrich alive. And the rest of you alive. Mainly Diedrich, though, because he keeps pissing people off. And Frigga will summon a couple spectral mongooses.
Mongooses.
Yeah.
Come on, say it. Say it.
No, I refuse.
That's a good question.
Mongai. There we go. Once your healing spirit has wrapped up there, Argus, Torg kind of stirs, the eyes open a little bit. There's definitely still consciousness. He hasn't just been mind fucked entirely by Parak, it seems. For death.
Easy.
You came
Took me a bit
back.
longer to Well, you knew I would, right?
I'll be honest, I doubted for a little bit there.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Drink this. It won't
He's
taste
sorry.
good.
He's already unconscious.
Damn it.
That bitch.
Help me out with these guys. He nods to the others as he picks him up. Actually, I'll pick-
Luckily, I was saying the Astral Sea. It's not hard to carry unconscious
yeah,
people.
you'll just grab 2 of them.
Yep.
Better to be out of the dungeon, you know.
Oh yeah,
Better
absolutely.
vibes.
The few that are kind of freak out a little bit, Frigid just lightly and without causing any real damage, at least compared to what Proc did, just knocks them out real quick. Just takes them, and I'm not dealing
It's a
with that.
mercy.
Oh yeah.
A mercy.
Just the back of the blade, bam, right there. Take him out. And you take him up. You see, you pass by the trophies in the in what he always lovingly called his non-living trophy room. There is one at least that immediately stands out to Argus because it is quite familiar to him. There is one weapon that you pass by as you're carrying these folks up, and the adrenaline's kind of worn down now. You're able to take in at least the weapons a little bit. A weapon that looks a bit like this hanging on the wall.
Oh. That looks familiar.
That's because it should.
Yep.
Now the thing is, do you remember what that's from?
I do. If you see a sword near it, don't touch it.
There is no memorable sword near it. At
Sorry,
least
that's table talk. Do whatever you want.
He'll kind of acknowledge it, but he's more focused on
He's busy. Absolutely.
the people.
Just it is there, and you recognize it. And you take him out topside. Chicago Cool are tending to people. They will tend to some of these fuckers as well. Vera will pop on over as you all start to surface. she'll start bamfing over. Well, we'll at least see to it these two get back to wherever they come from. She gestures to the 2 that aren't Gith. And hopefully we can get the rest of these taken care of.
Who knows how long they've been down there?
Far too long, best I can say. Hopefully we can help them. If they were down there, it means they were mighty.
Well, at least it's done.
That it is.
Wounds can heal.
Most of them, at least. And we'll pop back onto the ship real quick. The big ship. By the spear.
This moment, Melkor's pulling out his 2 collapsible rods. Okay, listen, Diedrich. This is what we're gonna do.
Oh, come on!
Well, you're not gonna touch it. So we're gonna have to jimmy it up into the bag.
Shimmy
Like,
it up.
like massive chopsticks is what we're trying to do.
Give me the damn sticks.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna stand over here and just be willing for anything I do to you if this goes wrong.
You think you'll have the choice.
Just think about it real hard. That's all I ask.
You,
Okay,
you
I will
try
attempt with the
to pick it up.
chopstick.
Yeah.
I will attempt the chopsticks.
Well, first, just touch it. Here, let me just. I tap one. I tap the rod, one of the rods with it, the spear before I hand it to him.
You tap it. It doesn't budge, but you tap it.
Like nothing. It's not like it's trying to mind whammy me.
No,
It's not hot to the touch or anything.
you don't feel, and not the repulsion. No.
All right. I'm gonna try to use the giant metal chopsticks.
I guess my best question to you, Lilith, is: do I know if the spear is sentient?
Those who have been hit by it would be hella inclined to say it's sentient.
Yep.
They
Definitely.
felt malice off of this thing.
Oh, you know what, Diedrich? Just let me try first.
I don't think that's an incredibly good idea.
I think it's a great idea. I'm really gassed right now. All you got to do is
Yeah.
just hit me once.
Really gassed right
No, you're not. You were floating out there in the middle of fuck space the entire time.
in the middle
Yeah,
of
but,
fuck space.
I might. If we're
I've
gonna
seen-
say,
I've seen that game on
us-
Steam.
Probably would be best to have the person that we can pull off and murder if need be.
This is also the guy with a automatic fuck you door.
I'm out of spells.
I did burn all his basic.
Yeah.
spell.
So basically, all we have is Eldritch Blast. Here, I hand over my umbra. My umbra. Put those.
You hand
put
over
all
your
the
focus.
Yep.
Put
Give
all
me
the
the
good
yeah.
shit
Give me the
down.
give me the fuck you
Here,
things.
hold us. I take off my jacket. Don't.
Yeah. The jacket will be safe. We'll save the. Hey, you random ugly person. You. Yeah. Come here. Yeah. I'm pointing at you. Come here.
Ugly person.
I feel like this is
Everybody's
acquisition
hella
checklist
racist.
Wow. All right, I grabbed the two
Hold this.
collapsible
Hold this.
rods.
Hold this.
Okay. Just get the bag ready.
You won't need to, it's not going to work.
It probably won't.
It probably won't, but I like always trying to do the impossible shit around here.
I admire your enthusiasm for shenanigans.
So the bag is basically open at the tip or something? As close
yes.
as possible or something?
Yeah, basically close as possible. All right. What bullshit roll must I roll for this?
You're going to try to grab it and put it in the bag
With the chopsticks.
with the chopsticks.
Yes, the massive collapsible rod.
Okay,
Gonna
It
get
won't.
the angle just right.
it won't budge.
No, fuck me.
All right.
I need
I have an idea.
anti-gravity spell right now.
Obviously not worthy.
Obviously, no.
This thing does have some low-key Mjolnir vibes going on right now.
To be honest, I think it's a good thing I'm not worthy to grab this son of a bitch.
Is the ship moving? Is the ship worthy?
No, we're not
The
getting
ship
into
is
this.
like the coat rack. The ship's the coat rack.
Put it on the elevator.
The elevator.
Put it on the elevator.
Is it worthy?
Oh no! The philosophy.
All right. Well, that didn't work. So, I put the rods away and I grab my shit again. I tried. That's all I got for now.
Oh, and I just reached out and grabbed the damn thing.
Oh,
Yeah, this shit from existence.
You... Roll a charisma save, Diedrich.
I'm the one person that can do this.
Yep.
Should be able to do this. Well.
Melkor, you did say you banish him, right?
Did
Oh,
I
wait,
use
With what spell slot?
level 14. It's my new
Oh
thing.
yeah, you got a new thing.
Uh,
Oh, you get. Oh shit, you get this.
just get
Okay.
this, just so I can get this. It was either this or I don't know if I used the whatever the cryptic inquiry.
Yeah.
And
This doesn't have like anything. You just say "fuck you" and it just gets
No,
point
no,
your
no,
finger. What the
No,
fuck?
no,
The
you
second
are
paragraph.
unwilling.
Yeah, you make a Christmas
You
saving
must
throw.
charisma saving throw.
Yeah, if you're willing, though, it's a good way to be like, I don't want to be here for a round. Send me away.
Yeah, that's, and it also helps me towards my ultimate goal using it. So
Absolutely. Give me a Christmas save there, Dietrich.
unless you're willing,
I'm not willing for shit.
that's
So
not what it says in your contract.
That's not what it says in your contract. Give me that Christmas save.
Yep, no problem.
And Melkor, roll me a d6. I'm gonna assume a 16 fails.
Yes, it does.
Diedrich, for a moment, you are no longer in the astral sea. You're no longer on a ship. You see endless, timeless desert before you.
God damn it! Not again.
You always track peculiar grain of desert sand behind you. Okay.
That's so fitting for what you just said.
It is actually.
Oh.
And after a moment, you do return.
I put him,
albeit like
over on the other side.
yeah, albeit like
Watching
upside
out.
down in the astral sea, just like a little ways away from the spear.
No, I'm not going at the spear.
Bad Dietrich.
Oh no, I'm flying across the room at you now.
All right.
So if the bag is at one end of the spear, I'm just gonna go to the other end and like kick it so it goes into the bag.
It doesn't budge.
Okay. Step 2.
What is this?
This is a fucking door episode now.
Yeah. No, Dietrich. Well, the serious people I'm dealing with, Dietrich. Go.
Roll an intelligence save, Dietrich. As you charge Melkor.
Ugh.
I think
You
yeah,
have
he
advantage?
he
You have
does have
advantage?
it. He does.
I have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma
Oh,
saving throws.
heavens. Well,
Shocking.
Where's my
You,
inspiration?
I am literally now fucking built to fuck with you.
Shockingly, Dietrich is not stumped by the inquiry.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Come on, motherfucker!
Stop sending me to the desert.
You always find me. There's a trail of sand. Just keep.
I was
walking.
gonna say it's pretty easy to
Always-
follow. As Benny Hill happens on the rest of the ship. Zell and Kaothi, you're looking at a spear that has not. Yeah, it's just. You're still looking at the spear. It nothing has made it budge yet.
Who's the best that we have to pick it up? I guess is what we should be asking right now.
Hey,
No one should be picking it up.
Well, I would like to take it back. Get rid of it to a certain patron, so I don't die. But then again, we don't want to leave it here for somebody else to pick.
oh yes, because you are just so magnanimous like that.
I'm not saying I'm gonna. I'm not touching that thing. You got me all fucked up.
Well, I tried to touch it, and you sent me to the damn desert again.
Oh, you went to a desert? That's how that works?
I hate you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we banished you to the
Yeah.
desert.
Yeah.
Because whenever you banish
His home used to be is a fucking desert now.
Yep.
Whenever you banish me, I end up in the middle of a damn desert.
Every time.
What,
I
what
mean-
did said desert look like?
It was different from the one you usually banish him to. I will tell you that.
Sand. It's sand.
Calm down, Anakin. I mean,
It stands.
They're-
Of course, it gets it's irritating, gets everywhere.
Don't
I
wear a
mean,
skirt in the desert.
What,
That's what
if you
want.
really want this, I have a way to where I would have advantage on whatever I need to roll. That's the closest I can get. Do with that.
And
what
I have
you will.
advantage on intelligence, charisma, and wisdom saving throws, which I would imagine.
Mark.
And you still did not manage to not get banished.
I'm sorry that he has a stupidly high standard.
What do you think? That the magic evil spear wielded by the worst person on this side of the plane will have as a save?
Well, worst case scenario, he just banishes me again.
Eh,
Wah!
well, just, come back to me in like 40 minutes after I take a quick rest. Diedrich, by all means, if you want to touch the butt, I cannot stop you.
So our
I mean,
choices
I'm all for Zell grabbing it, but when it goes bad, it will. Ouch.
I just want to point
the
out,
thing is,
I'm
don't
I'm
put
technically
out a lot of
spongier
damage.
than he is.
I just mean the barbarian getting a going mind whammy is never a fun situation.
Exactly.
It becomes a
It
beatdown
ends
at that
badly for us.
point for everyone.
Yeah, but I believe all of you are faster than me.
No. Absolutely not.
Only half the party is faster than you, and one of them's on the other ship.
Facts.
Yeah.
He's not very fast at all, and he's also doesn't have enough spell slots left to actually do what he wants to do. So
If you do get mind whammy, just don't hit the one in the purple.
Well, the one in the purple should stand on the
I'm-
other side of the ship then.
I hide behind everybody.
fine, whatever.
Just put it in the bag. And I will label the bag, do not touch bag.
I thought that bag was already labeled "Don't touch bag."
Yes.
You gonna grab the spears out?
Uh,
I don't have any buffs I can give you.
I am a buff.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, you are. I was just seeing
the
if I had
sakes
another
of-
inspiration somewhere.
in the sakes of story, I'm just going to get pissed off at everybody bickering.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
With
fair.
barbarian. Yeah.
I'm going to rage, go over, grab it, and
Oh, he's
throw it into the fucking bag.
Give me a charisma save.
You have advantage and +4.
So that advantage. +4 is 27.
Okay. You said you're throwing it into the bag.
Yes.
Okay, then give me an attack roll.
Ah, shit. Wait, who's holding the bag?
So I have a question. If theoretically, if I was holding the bag, could I use lucky on his roll attacking me while holding the bag?
If the attack ends up hitting you, yes.
Wait a minute, so are we
Because-
looking for a hit or a miss?
a bag of holding is not an easy target to hit.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna have to open this
Okay,
and
I'm going to say
close my eyes.
I don't know.
Is he
what-
recklessly attacking the bag?
Yes.
I don't know if that'd be worse or better for Melkor. Because granted, when Zell does touch it, he is able to move it.
I don't think I would be recklessly attacking the bag.
Okay.
I would just be grabbing it, throwing it in there, like, fuck this bullshit.
All right.
Yes,
thank
you gotta worry about
Okay.
the fucking bag attacking you at that point.
Then give me an attack roll.
Okay, it's not a weapon I would be proficient with.
It's spear. You're proficient with spears.
You're yeah, yes you are.
Martial.
Um,
A barbarian is not proficient with a martial weapon.
Now that-
no problem.
They're proficient with every weapon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Back in 4th edition, here we go. That's,
so basically, roll like I'm doing my battle axe. It would be
Yeah.
the same
Yep.
modifiers.
Yeah.
Okay, so no advantage.
Please don't miss. Please don't miss. 20.
I don't think you get the +4 because the banner's not still up.
Yeah, the banner's not still
So
up.
that is only a 16.
Nobody bless this. I don't know.
Is a 16?
Melkor, what's your AC?
15.
16 is not enough to hit the bag.
Hold on.
Could I burn?
Since
one
he's
of my
attacking-
points?
Since
what?
so would the lucky thing count here?
Oh no!
Technically, yeah.
I have lucky. Wait, is that? Yeah, it's an attack roll, so I can burn one of those for the attack roll. So I could
Yeah.
do it again.
So do we want the higher number or the lower number? I'm confused.
That's
You-
what I'm wondering.
You want a higher number like that.
Okay, so burn one of those. Okay.
That does hit. That does go in the bag. Well, I say it does go in the bag. It is aimed for the center of the hole that is the bag. Melkor, give me a dexterity save.
All I can give you is a +4 on that.
I will
Roll.
gladly take it. Okay, I think I'm normal. Oh fuck! I'm using.
You-
a lucky point.
Damn undexterous bastard!
I am so happy those were not burned. Oh, whew. That was a close one.
Yep.
Another one.
Sitting there like, man, that was a close one. You recognize the sound of rending cloth a little too late.
Yeah.
It just kind of went through it.
Oh,
Thankfully, we're already on the actual plane.
look at this.
Give me a con save. Oh damn, you're lucky I rolled like ass on the damage. You take 22 points of damage.
A
are-
con save.
Are you? Oh wait, no. Are you immune to psychic damage at all?
I believe I'm resistant. Let
That
me-
doesn't matter for the spear.
Yeah, I just have. Unless that level 10 gave it to me, I don't remember. Where on my spell sheet that doesn't make me look like an asshole? Okay.
Actually, I had to reopen the rock sheet for that one.
I gain advantage on saving throws that attempt to affect your mind.
This is
But-
not your mind. This is quite the opposite. This is your body.
Yeah, no, this goes up to the body.
Now, some would say the mind is part of the body.
Roll your con save and shut up.
Okay, Constitution +4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You thank fuck for that +4. You did not lose points in strength.
Oh, thank goodness.
It does still absorb a little bit of the blood, but not enough to cause you any substantial harm. As you look down and see it back on the ground after having pierced your side, with a torn bag of holding on it now.
So, for fuck's sakes, man! You threw it
Have
too
we
hard.
have we decided this is a bad idea yet and it's the Gith's problem, or are we still going?
We definitely all we decided this was a bad idea a long time ago.
I state again, and the Gith's problem.
Let's move along. I see a new other ship over there. I grab the bag for him, just try to pull it out.
What are you doing with a torn bag of holding? What are you gonna use it
I
for?
don't want to touch the spear, so I'm touching the bag that's on the spear to pull it out of me right now. All right.
Same bag that
Oh,
was
no,
used to
No,
store
it fell
the-
back to the ground. It
Yeah,
like
fell
threw a
back.
chunk out of your side and just fell back.
It took a sip and now it's having a nap. It's gone into a food coma.
My bag. I
Is this the
grabbed
same bag that was used to store the scythe?
Yes.
Yes.
So that
'Cause
is
that
now.
scythe is now. Yeah.
No, the
Great
scythe is
job.
gone.
Yeah, I thought you just said
Oh,
there
did-
was
did
an
you get
rid of
area.
it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
right,
Scythe got
yeah,
given to
okay.
the Sphinx, probably.
This,
That's
No, we
right.
dropped the scythe. We dropped the scythe off at
Echoing.
Eking.
Oh, what a terrible thing to do! Wow, that is an awful
Nobody
idea.
knows. Now, you. Yes, you guys probably think it's in the other bag. I don't. I think my bags are empty anyway. So, well, I only have one bag of holding now. Yay.
We'll get you another one sometime.
Oh. I put my clothes back on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we just kind of turn around and whistle a tune and baff over to the other ship.
You want to float on over to the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna heal myself.
I don't have any. I don't have any healing left right now. I used it all on.
I got my own. It's fine.
Yeah, I used all my healing on Argus.
Absolutely amazing. You all float over the ship. You see a few Shazal on it, tending to a few very, very scarred, like shackled looking motherfuckers. With Argus, Frigga, and Clara nearby on the deck. Argus, you look up and see a newly bloodied Melkor.
I look at Melkor. I look at Keofi. I thought you were gonna stop them from doing anything stupid.
I was going to stop them from
Did not work.
dying, but
Trying and doing.
Both of those endeavors did not work.
Totally
yeah,
different. Yeah, Melkor's trailing sand. You notice that part
was-
too.
I was never going to be able to stop them from doing something stupid. Dying only. And he's not getting any healing from me after going against me 3 times. This is
Well-
just funny at this point.
There are some who could use your healing. He gestures to the catatonic or unconscious fellows.
Got it. And I'm gonna start checking them over because I don't know how much of this is just they're actually needing healing and how much of it is they're fucked. It's gonna take some time. They need a rest.
Give me a medicine check. At advantage, because this is kind of literally the thing you do. Oh yeah, dirty 20. They absolutely need healing. There is something about the Astral Sea you've come to learn that maintains this stagnancy about the status of people's bodies. So there are just like wounds on them that have just been untouched for you don't really know how long. They were probably intentionally like every now and then lesser restoration just to like make sure infection didn't kill them. With these open fucking wounds, they were and none of the wounds are fatal either. They were very clearly like this is torture. This is beyond torture. This is unreal.
Right.
A lot of them have been sealed up by Frigga, Clara, and Argus, but a more stable source of rest and healing is going to be required for all of them, really.
Well, I'll do what I can. They'll still need a proper infirmary. And I'm gonna start washing off what wounds are still open just to make sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then I've got a couple of mass healing words left is pretty much all I have.
That's fair. Oh, excuse me. Still more hit points and the sealing of wounds to people who kind of fucking need it. But you heal them up a fair bit. They're all technically unconscious at this point. So, I mean, technically they get max healing, I think. I guess that's how that works. I gotta close that page. I don't need that anymore. Why did I close that one? I needed that one. Oh well. At this point, a few of them start to stir. A few of them very clearly have lost their fucking minds. They're gonna need, at this point in time, most of their damage is of the mind. That's the type of healing conventional magic can't touch.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 of which are actually properly able to communicate. One of which does stir again, Torig, and kind of opens up as you start healing people. You see this Gith, muscular Gith. Just only thing is tattered pants and a rough bandana tied around the forehead. Kind of looks up at you. It says something in Gith. You can't quite make it out. It's weak. Not that you can understand it anyway.
Argus.
What do you say?
Oh,
I just called for Argus because one of them's up and talking.
No, he's right there. Like he's not
Oh, yeah.
somewhere else.
So much. Just thanking you, friend.
He says thanks.
It's been a long time since I felt healing magic. Feels nice.
I imagine. You want a drink?
Oh yeah. So much.
Yeah. He'll pull out some of the best stuff he's got. Probably
yeah.
probably some of that mead. Still has
Uh,
any of it.
Yeah, probably at least a little bit. No, enough for a cup. He drinks some of it. It is akin. The feelings that pass through Torg would be akin to the godless drinking ambrosia.
I'm gonna monitor him for throwing it back up.
Let's see how well off he is if he can keep it down at least somewhat.
Liquids are better than solids when after
Is-
fasting, but it's still not great.
It's still not
But
great
yeah,
at all.
It's the alcohol bit of it might fuck with his stomach.
Yeah,
Yep.
but you know, adventurous.
Yeah, a bit more inured to it.
Oh yeah. You distinctly get the sense, had he not been a powerful warrior, that shit would have come right back up. But luckily for you, he is a leveled fighter. Even if he is fucked up beyond recognition.
Always were a tough son of a bitch.
Damn right. How else do you think I held on this long? Whew, it's
Yeah?
good. Been a long time since I felt a good burn like that.
There'll be more. There'll be
Good.
more.
Good. I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, he's back out. He's
So rest, really the most they need.
Yeah, and someone for their minds, but from that check, I assume they'll all get there physically, given that they'll stay stable on the astral. Yeah.
Due to the nature of the astral sea and combining with Argus's knowledge of the astral sea and your knowledge of medicine, none of the wounds that has ever been inflicted on them have been anywhere near a vital point. They would live even if you did nothing. They can only go up physically.
They'll all be fine medically. Their brains are going to need more.
Not something I can help with, but we'll have the funds to help them out.
But for those who are looking around for anything interesting, there are a number of distinctly fancy-looking weapons strewn throughout the hold there, Diedrich.
Ooh. Shiny.
Here is a few that stand out to you. One is that Bardich that I posted. Another, let me see. A katana that looks as if it was made from the single claw of a quite large beast.
Ooh.
A great sword with, I'm gonna copy paste these and remove the references I'm making. See, I'm gonna see if anybody picks up on the references I'm making. Control V. Nope.
It's just the fact that Diedrich and Melkor are going through. Melkor's probably trying to watch Diedrich not to touch things, but he's like, ooh, I want to touch that too. Don't touch. Diedrich
don't
walks
touch, you
away.
won't touch.
Melkor's about to touch and
Okay.
Diedrich grabs Melkor.
That is the list of weaponry in here that stands out to you. If anybody
guessing
gets,
It's all magical.
not all of it, most of it is. Some of it is just
Okay.
masterwork quality. I say some of it. All of it, it's all at least masterwork quality, I should say.
Hey, Diedrich, I found you a new trident.
If
Also looking at
anybody
scimitars, but
if anybody can pick up where I stole these weapons off the description from in media, be it video game, movie, or otherwise, you get inspiration for each one.
I mean, isn't the dazzling blue and white one? I don't know, but I think it's Muramasa, isn't it? No.
From where?
I mean, the Muramasa is like from a ton of media.
That is true.
It's like an actual like Japanese one. I mostly know it from Terraria, to be honest.
Not technically. No, it is not. No, at least not.
Uh,
At least not dazzling blue and white. Let me see.
I have a question about the trident.
Yes,
Is it like the one that
that one is just blue. Also,
is it like the one that the one guy that I fought before used?
which one?
The planeswalker guy,
No. Which weapon again?
the trident.
The trident. It is similar in design. It is similar to his, but distinctly different.
Yeah.
It definitely it definitely was made by his people. If they assuming they use the same type of weaponry as he did.
Scimitars are cool, and of course, I love tridents. No idea.
I was gonna say from media. I'm pretty sure these are all from video games. Yeah, I think they are all from video games.
Oh,
At first, when I saw the scimitars, I was gonna be like, "Oh, Dritz." Oh, never mind. They both
Actually,
look the same.
yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah,
about to
not
say,
quite.
Dritz doesn't use the same scimitars. He actually uses
Yeah.
two different
Yeah.
ones.
Yes,
Popular
fire and ice.
misconception.
Mm,
Twinkle.
Twinkle,
twinkle.
twinkle, and ice.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
nice.
these are both made of the strange, almost ice-like material.
The only weapons of video
What?
games I could think of that kind of remind me of those was like Final Fantasy X. And that's a kinda. On a couple
Which
of
weapon
them.
is that?
That one, I want to say the Great Sword. Is what it kind of reminds me of. Trying to remember his fucking name. So weird.
I was gonna say the dazzling blue and white blade. That one reminds me of the sword from Final Fantasy X.
Do you
Can't remember.
hold on. Copy. Do you mean this one?
Yes, that one.
That's because it is that one.
Ha
It is the Brotherhood.
Good job. You guys share half an inspiration. Get
You
another one, you'll get a full one.
you both have joint custody.
No,
It's great.
it's all you.
You can alternate
you
weeks. Oh shit. There's a couple of them. I'm just like, I don't remember the name.
Mhm. Some of them are from more lesser known games, admittedly, that are definitely up my alley. So I'm not going to blame you if you don't get that.
I'm thinking of more of just sword descriptions from books I've read. I'm like, no, probably not that. So you want the scimitars, Diedrich?
I like to take a look at them in comparison to the +1 short swords I'm currently using.
I pull out my detective magic wand.
Oh,
Which-
I think out of this list, the only things that aren't magical are the huge fucking hammer.
Which I think it needs to be.
Yeah, you don't need to be. Just hit them real hard enough, they'll be
Not
dead.
at that point. The funny thing is, even though things can be resistant to bludgeoning damage, that doesn't count for falling damage most of the time.
Yeah.
And the katana. The rest are magical.
Okay. I guess I'll ritual cast identify and stuff. Just so.
Okay.
He's just walking around the hold. La da da, la da 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 da.
Since Diedrich's about to
Yep.
freaking jizz in his pants, probably.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have proper stat blocks for all these simply because I wasn't going to bother making them for all of them, and then you use none of them.
You insinuate that I wear pants.
But if you
But-
identify them,
I'll identify the scimitars
you'll identify the scimitars.
and whatever anybody else picks they want to use. If not, we won't deal with it.
Are these all in the hold, or are they like strewn around the ship?
These are all pretty much in the hold, like set up on walls.
Yeah, I imagine once he's put all of the former prisoners in a bed or somewhere to rest, and after talking to Vera, he'd probably check them out. But yeah.
The
Fucking hell.
paired scimitars, in particular, must be used as a pair.
Hmm.
They are considered +2 scimitars,
Boo.
and as well, while wielding those 2 scimitars, you are able to. I'm gonna say, because I don't have the stat block in front of me. Oh fuck yeah! From one scimitar, you're able to use an action to make one attack roll against every creature of your choice that is next to you. And from the other one, you are able. Oh, do I do that? No. And the other one, you are able to cast Shatter from several times a day.
Please.
I don't know. These are pretty just magical. There's nothing really to it.
Yep.
See, I've been around. I'm not even going to roll for this because I've been around him long enough to know that he's full of shit.
This might have to go to Hacking. Tell ya.
Fight you.
You can call them the Dark Ice Shard and the Dark Ice Sliver.
I give him over to Diedrich. There you go. Knock yourself out, kid.
They do come with a little bit of cold damage as well.
Ooh. Fun. That's nice because
Ooh,
that means
I
I can
guess-
stop taking things from Clara.
Yeah, I guess we identify all of them. Eventually, one
Oh,
that's the most valuable might be slid away.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I will start with the ones I know best. The Bardich.
Yeah.
It is known. You come to learn through the identifier. It's known as a Bardich of Binding.
Really?
It's one. It is capable of casting Dispel magic. Two, if you hit a spellcaster with it, they have to make a save or lose the ability to cast spells for a round.
I'm gonna hide this.
Zao! Zao!
I need to hide this.
Nobody's
gonna know about this one.
It is something any of you would have to train in. It is an exotic weapon. It is not something any of the martial characters here have used before.
Oh, it's like the super heavy armor from Middle Finger Vecna.
The mountain plate or whatever it is.
Mountain plate feet.
Yeah. The large greatsword with the light blue color to the entire blade. One, it counts as in addition to being a +2 greatsword, it is also a +1 spell focus. And you are able to cast spells through it, as if you were a warcaster, with the exception of the concentration. And once a day, it is capable of launching a 30-foot wide line 60 feet away of raw arcane energy that goes through anything that is not magically warded for an amount of force damage. Creatures will make a dex save against it.
Damn.
The trident is the trident of the Riptide. If you move half your movement speed in a straight line towards an enemy before making an attack with this weapon, you will have advantage on the attack, as well as do effectively double the damage die if you hit.
It's the trident from Ragnarok.
Damn, it basically is actually. I actually took it from somewhere
like-
else. I took it from,
Yeah.
I took it from somewhere else, but that is it's the exact same concept. So I'm gonna give it to you anyway. I actually took it from Dead Cells,
Oh.
a roguelite game. But damn near the same thing. You can have it for that one.
Woohoo!
The dazzling blue blade, the Brotherhood. Currently, through Identify, you learn is currently just a +1 longsword. But the thing that sets it apart from the others is that it feels like it has the ability to grow. And what else is there? And the red blue greatsword with the sky dancing across it is if you attune to it, you're capable of casting control weather once a day. And it effectively counts as a Holy Avenger.
Oh, wow. You sure you want those scimitars?
What did that one say?
It's basically a holy avenger.
That lets you cast control weather once a day.
The issue is he's already balls deep in dual wielding.
Yeah, I'm literally like I'm up to I'm up to my
That
way.
moment when the paladin, you look at your character and you're like, fuck.
Shit!
Where's
Like-
the mirror? I need to respec my class.
Yeah, for
The only
real.
reason, the only reason I am I do the trident thing is because I have proficiency with those because I'm a mariner.
Yep, and because I do a lot of underwater stuff.
Yeah. And I do a lot of, like, that's the only reason I pick up tridents wherever I can get them.
Found a holy avenger.
That the only person who can attune to it is not really capable of doing it right now because he wouldn't really be that good with it.
Does it have to be a paladin?
I'm pretty sure it does.
It is. It requires attunement by a paladin right here. You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. When you hit a fiend or an undead with it, that creature takes an extra 2d10 radiant damage.
Yep.
While you hold the drawn sword, it creates an aura in a 10-foot radius around you. Paladins. You and all creatures friendly to you in the aura have advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects. You have
Do that
17 or more-
already!
If you have 17 or more levels in Paladin class, the radius increases to 30. So you would never get that.
No.
Actually, that's dependent upon the story, but that's a conversation for another day.
Oh.
We'll see where that goes.
I do got a question. Is the Bardich one-hand or two-handed?
It is a two-handed reach weapon.
Two-handed reach?
Mhm.
It's got reach for days, baby.
And I need a D8 roll from somebody before I forget.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh.
Six,
Maybe it'll be good. It'll be good.
two,
Thanks.
three,
Good roll.
four.
Who knows? Maybe 6 is better.
Yeah,
Maybe 6 is better than 8. Never know.
Copium.
I don't
Copium.
know. I mean,
6 is number of the beast.
And there is one more sword you find. That looks almost exactly the same as Argus's sword.
The first clip.
Yes. Except the only difference being in the pommel is set what looks to be an aquamarine.
I hear the last quip say, "My brother."
Brother.
Argus! Found something funny.
I guess I'll identify that one then too.
It is, as Argus is called down, you identify it. It is known as the Retorter.
so you got a smart ass and you got a snooty.
I say.
Argus, you head on down. As you see Melkor wrap up identifying a sword that looks almost exactly like yours, with the difference being the large blue gem embedded in the pommel. The hilt, rather, not the pommel.
He kind of will put his hand on the hilt of his current sword. Friend of yours?
Whoa, wait, what are we talking about? Holy fucking shit.
I missed you so long.
How
I'm
long
praying for
has
him to-
it been?
I'm praying for them to call this sword ma'am.
Oh yeah. Holy
I
shit.
need these swords to flirt.
How long? Yeah, it's unfortunate you say that right before I say this.
Oh dear.
How long has it been, sister?
Every time I did this with fucking Stone's sister as well.
You did.
What are you doing, step sword?
Are you stuck in there?
And you all here come from the other sword. Oh no. Of all the ones I run into first, it's you. Hello, brother. Oh, how long has it been? What was that last fight we were in? Oh, come on, don't act like you ain't happy to see me. It's been 2,000-3,000 years. Come on, give me a. I guess we can't hug it actually. We'll have to take that one back.
Wait a minute. Pause. 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 Did you say of all the others?
Yes, there are 9 of us.
Oh.
9 legendary swordsmen.
Huh.
Good to see my brother found a wielder that felled the psychopath that felled my wielder.
Someone had to do it.
That I cannot disagree with. The retorter sits there and thinks for a moment. You can tell because the and occasionally the sounds of could it no. Would you care to take me with you? I'm tired of gathering dust in here.
Yeah,
I need a new wielder.
I'm sure we can find you one.
I go walking by with swords in one hand and trident in the other. Like
He's gonna hold both of them in one hand and just see how it feels.
Both of them in one hand.
Both of them in one hand each. I mean,
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Calm
I
down
was
there.
imagining the opposite too.
I was like,
Oh,
oh,
Calm down there, Rowan.
He's wield 9
We don't
wield
need the
9
siblings
swords at
touching
once, you
tips.
know?
yeah, looking like Killer Bee up in this bitch. You are not a dual wielder, correct? You don't have the dual wielder feat because these
No.
are long. So yeah, these are long swords. It's unwieldy. It's something you'd have to train in.
Do they
Or
argue?
What was that?
Do they argue when I wield both of them?
A little bit.
I got a
I'm
bigger
gonna be
shaft than
so
you.
happy to see us again.
They definitely get along in the brother and sister giving each other shit kind of way, but they do
Yeah.
argue.
But now he'll just put the other sword on a holster and keep it.
You haven't run into any of our other brothers and sisters, then I'm guessing.
No, I've not. We don't find that many legendary weapons in our travels.
That is fair.
How long ago was your master slain? Master feels like a weird word. Wielder? Yeah, that's
Wielder.
better.
Though not technically incorrect. It's hard to say. I've been on the Astral Sea for some time. I would have to guess, based on the number of times the psychopath went up and down those stairs, that it has been 400 years. Going by most material plane standards.
You know which material plane you hailed from?
Let's see, 'cause it's been a while. She can probably remember, but just to make sure. Okay, no, she has not grown dual. We remember. I believe it was called. I believe we hailed from Kryn. Originally. Before that, it's been all over. Before that, the memories that reach too far back become hazy.
Understandable. Well,
Count yourself lucky you've not run into any of our more aggressive siblings, I'll say.
yeah, I've had good luck with the last quip. You know, good soul.
Oh yeah, no, we get
Most
along
of the
like,
time.
I mean, hey, I like to think we got ourselves a pretty good deal here, man.
I'm just ribbing you, man.
All right,
It's all right.
fair. I don't have any ribs. No, you don't.
Okay.
Brother. He was a dense one, but he's a good one. Well,
She just called him stupid.
you remind
Yeah,
me
we
of
have-
my brother.
Done, David.
We have one of those.
I'm still standing there with like I got 2 swords in one hand and a trident in the other. Like, hey, wait, what?
He is wielding the two swords in one hand. Yeah.
I don't wielding him, just holding them.
Well, but at least you haven't. At least you don't have Skaither, Squelcher, or Backtalker. Ugh, hate those three. Oh well.
It's I, my own designation.
I shall rest. Continue your business. I will be here. There's definitely
Yeah.
a haughtiness. Almost as if you got the lawful good one.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to wield that one. Too much of a stickler.
Mhm. Hence the arguing with the chaotic neutral one.
I'm lawful good.
I'm just saying.
You really lawful good?
The
No.
laws that you follow.
No, I like to consider myself as such.
Yet Diedrich thinks he's lawful good. is the thing.
Yeah,
If
Hey,
it's
the
a Minotaur's
Inquisition-
law, then yeah, he's probably lawful good, I guess.
The Inquisition thought they were lawful good. Okay, so what?
see, he gets it. It's that's the
No,
joke.
A very
no,
specific type of law
no.
that most of the world would walk up.
Mhm.
Cloaked in chocolate.
I have my standards for what is good, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
Villain. Yeah, exactly. For real. But just so I know which box I need to draft up, is the only weapon that is getting attuned to out of that list the Dark Ice scimitars.
I'm just saying, dual wielding the Holy Avenger in the retorter would be interesting. I'm just saying.
If I could figure out a way to dual wield
Great
tridents,
sword.
You just yeah. There's a feat probably somewhere on middle finger Vecna. Figure it out.
if
Like,
I
dual
yeah,
wielding
figure out a way to
Rituals is
dual wield tridents,
Dual
I
wielding
would totally
tridents
do
just
that.
feels even dumber.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yes, they're
You know what?
one-handed weapons, but good
You know-
God, does that look stupid.
That's a good point.
Uh,
Oh, let me get you a net now. Magical net.
Yeah, get you a new helmet.
Yeah, make you go full-blown gladiator. It's great.
But no, Argus is gonna head over to Vera.
absolutely. You
You know, I was, yeah, well, I'll get there. When I was imagining this before, I was expecting more fanfare, more heroic victory kind of feels, you know? But now I just feel weary.
Yeah. This stuff drags on you.
Could never have happened.
In the plane where things don't really age, it's weird how often this kind of shit grows old.
Well, I guess at least something is gonna change now. With
Something.
all this, he kind of gestures at the entire armada they've captured. You stand a
Yes.
chance now.
We have more supplies than we know what to do with. This is honestly a great victory, and it's going to do much to show the people that the Lich Queen is not all powerful. Considering her, I'm not going to say her right hand, but definitely one of her top lieutenants have been felled. If not her number one lieutenant.
Did you ever find out why she didn't absorb him? She gets jealous of power.
Not exactly. My theory was so blindly devoted to her, or she has some influence over that spear.
Well, that's another matter. We need to destroy it.
Yeah,
Given
we
the
can't
power,
move it.
Yes, given the power of that weapon, I feel that's going to be easier said than done.
Well,
I know we
That's
do
what
not have the
people-
means to move it or destroy it.
That's what people thought of killing Parak.
Well, I mean, we did kind of mess up one of those crystal things. Is it still putting off some energy? Do you just like guide that ship into it? See if that kind of does some
I-
destruction.
Everyone give me an Arcana check.
But if it doesn't get destroyed in the blast, it would just float and wander for anything.
Yep. Everyone give me an Arcana check for knowledge about the destruction of magical items.
Do I have
Destruction of One
advantage?
Ring.
I don't think you do.
Damn it.
Do
Why
I?
would you have advantage?
I don't know. I'm just asking for it. What are you
You know,
talking
I respect it.
what do you want from me? That's all I
Yep.
got.
I
Now,
But
this
I've
is
heard
where
something
I'm
from
oh.
You don't need it, you.
God damn.
I'm trying to figure out why we can't just step on it. Usually that works.
Yeah.
Step on an artifact.
Yeah, so everyone but Diedrich, really, knows that any magical item, most any magical item, is rather difficult to destroy. The bag of holding got destroyed because there is several magnitudes of difference between the magic in it and the magic in that spear.
It's
The
like
magic in that
onions.
spear, yeah, they got layers.
They got layers.
That spear would be classed by any of you with any knowledge whatsoever as an artifact.
No,
There are few.
it's not gonna happen.
Even from your legends, you can probably count the number of items on your hands that could be classified as artifacts. That's assuming all the myths are real. Melkor, likely if you put the time in to research this weapon and find out its origins, you could find out how to destroy it. However, never in any myth and any story about any powerful magic item does it ever take any less than like a year or some obscene amount of effort to destroy.
Now, to learn this knowledge, how long would that take with legend lore?
With legend lore,
Yeah.
if you learned its name, probably not very long. But you would at very
I've
least need the
heard.
name of this weapon.
I'd have to go look at the spear again.
The name of the spear is not like emblazoned on the side of it or anything.
Speak, friend, and
From that moment I touched it and picked it up, what do I recall from that? Was it like speaking? Did it
It
try
was
anything?
you only had it for like a half a second, but in that half a second you did feel there were no words, there was at least nothing spoken, but there was a presence that very quickly attempted to swarm into your mind, a presence of pure malice. Zell, you know, in the split second, even when you were raging, there was something that attempted to force itself on you, that wanted to snuff out any life, and may have been the reason you may have put a little too much gumption into that throw. Now that you think about it, from that little bit of influence it had in the split second you were holding on to it.
who has the bowl? Where's I don't remember his
I think
fucking
Argus
name.
has the bowl.
Dane.
Dane.
Yeah.
You'll withdraw
Ar-
Dane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of take a moment to focus. You know of ancient artifact? Anything?
I know of several.
He'll actually this is probably the best way to describe it. He'll kind of transmit the vibe he got from the spear. Like the memory of that.
Yeah. This is. I'm gonna have him make a knowledge check. It involves a relic, a potent crafted relic, so he gets a nice fat bonus to this.
And if with me picking up the spear as well, would I be able to touch the bowl to assist in allowing him to see
Yeah,
what I saw as well.
I'll say 2 separate vibe checks. One vibe check gives him a roll, the other gives him advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Added up the number a little bit. There's a moment of thought to this. This sounds like something from where I'm from.
Good.
It's one of the. You can almost hear you can audibly hear memories like flooding back to him.
Destroy it!
There were stories. It was a weapon of one of the betrayers.
The betrayers.
The betrayer gods.
Weapon of a god.
We that may be a rough well, at the very least it was an avatar of a god, but it may be a rough translation. I don't know. It was only a story. I don't know the actual godhood of it. It was. I have to look up the name now, actually, because he actually rolled high enough to remember. This sounds like the weapon of, and this is the name of a god most of you would know offhand, though not the title. Gramush the Ruiner.
Not the Orcish god?
There is a sound like that doesn't sound right to Dane. I don't know them as an Orcish god. Perhaps it is
Different pantheon.
different in our realms.
Different,
Which
or
realm?
his image changed over time.
Which realm were you from again, Dane?
Let's see if we can remember the name.
Let me look up the name of the plane.
I can't. Is this the actual name of the plane? Because I can't remember. Okay. That is the material plane there. Exandria.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Not one I've been to.
Exandria.
Thank you, Dane.
He says it again, like, yeah, that does sound right.
Actually, one last question. The destruction of such an artifact. Do you know anything that could help us in that endeavor?
You likely would need information on Gramush. I did not make it. I know only stories of it.
Very
If
well.
you learn about it, the wielder, you likely can learn at least something that could lead to its destruction. Or its original wielder, rather.
Actually, there's something I want to try. First, I kind of meditate on Dane. Thank you for your help. You can rest now again.
He resumes the sleep-like state he's in most of the time.
But Alex is gonna kind of close his eyes, withdraw into his mind, and kind of focus on the plains,
Mhm.
and kind of like, I guess, get a again a vibe check of Exandria. Is that a plane we need to purify or like help?
That getting the vibe. That I'll say roll me a planes check. It's going to be hard to get the vibe from the world just going off the name.
Yeah, I get that.
However, when you roll a 25, going off of the vibe check, You feel this out, and in a way, you realize. I'll say this is how you get the 25. You realize you can kind of. It's weird because you don't actually cast like your planes or magic or your planes walking. It's just something you do really. But you can kind of use Dane as a tuning fork because that's technically his home plane. Similar to Dream of the Blue Veil. You can, yeah. So you kind of like channel it through, like using him as a focus, effectively. And you feel this world, and you feel the presence of a world that has absolutely been touched by the Chained Oblivion. It is a world that, although not thrown out of balance, the balance it maintains is more tentative than any other realm you've been to.
Okay, yeah. After a few moments of him just like, being weird, he opens his eyes again. Well, the place we need to go, and the place we can purify of Chained Oblivion, are aligned.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Let's do that. Absolutely, I approve.
So, when you do the Dream of the Blue Veil,
Mm-hmm.
do you take the item with you?
I think I would assume you do.
So I have. We can use our bull friend, or we could use the spear, so we don't leave it behind.
That's true. It is
Well-
from that plane. I didn't think about that.
Just an option I am throwing out there.
I mean,
That's
I
up
was
to
planning
y'all
to-
for that.
plane
that
that's
risk.
been touched
I'm just using
by
the plane
this
of magic
place.
to get a ship there as well.
Yeah.
We have a base of operations.
Yeah, Argus, you do
Okay.
know. This is clarification. Granted, this ship will likely change when the Spelljammer book comes out.
Oh
But-
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, you better believe I'm getting that shit and using it for this game at the moment it comes out. But you can. It doesn't take an attunement slot, but anyone capable of using planar magic, planeswalking magic, even Dream of the Blue Veil, which is planeswalking magic, can attune themselves to the helm of the ship, and are capable of using this, like basically taking the ship with them wherever they go, when planeswalking, as well as everything on it.
Okay.
Ooh,
this
that's an idea.
So
Is it
we
this
would
ship?
have to get that spear onto this
Yeah.
ship.
Ooh,
That's what
I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea.
Oh,
But do we really want to bring that spear to a place that's affected by the chain?
how
Alright,
balanced
for me,
is
it's fine.
Exandria is the real question, I guess.
Yeah. Do we want to bring it there for somebody else possibly to take control of it?
Oh,
Where
No,
we know
we-
if we leave it here with the gifts, at least we have somewhat of an effective guard on the item.
Would it
Well-
be any easier to destroy on its home plane or not?
I imagine it would.
With that crit Arcana check, Melkor, likely the means to destroy it are going to be found on the plane it was crafted in.
Yeah.
That is usually the case with artifacts of this level.
On the mountain it was
Oh.
forged.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Throw it into the fire.
something acts of the Dwarven Lords. Yeah,
They dug too deep.
yeah.
from the heart.
No, we've already gone through that arc. No.
Spawn the Chain Oblivion is coming for it.
No, I have an idea. It's really easy. I just don't know if Vera's gonna like it.
Vera actually is about to walk in now. I don't want to enter. What, excuse me.
Oh, speak of the devil.
So, if we cut a hole in the bottom of the other ship and
No,
park our ship underneath it,
You please stop putting holes in my ship.
the spear will fall through and just land on the ship. Nobody has to touch it.
You know that it's choosing to have gravity, and if it doesn't want to
Yeah.
do that, it won't, right?
I feel like
Yes,
the core concept is missed. Direct.
on this, yes, it has a sentience, which on this plane means it can move as it pleases.
Why is it just lying on the ship?
Because
Probably
it's an
it wants a
asshole.
wielder.
Yeah.
It's
The only way to move
so-
it is to touch it and hope your will is strong enough to overcome it. That's how I moved it.
Ah,
All right.
I
Starts
mean,
walking
I
up
could
towards
probably try to
upper deck.
grab it and just throw it at this ship.
let's-
That's a horrible
That's-
idea.
Well, I was about to say it.
I mean, if
threw
we
it at
put
something
it really
magical
close,
already.
if we threw
The
it
last time you threw it at something magical, you put a hole in
Destroyed
Malcolm.
a magic item.
So, I think somebody's biting the bullet here.
well,
I tried to do it last time, and you sent me to another plane of existence.
Well,
Tell you
no
what,
being mind
let's
whammied.
sleep on it and revisit this subject
Yes.
in a minute.
Well, if we need buffs, I just need to rest for a second, and we could actually do it. It's not.
But no, taking a
Unless-
moment to rest is not a bad idea before doing
but
any.
yeah,
anything.
it's
Yes,
not.
we're going to have the fleet sorted and mobile here in a couple hours. We're going to move them somewhere safe. I would recommend you all come with, at least for a safe place to rest. I originally came by to say we've split aside your share of the spoils.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
And she kind of directs you up onto the main deck. I think you've been in the hold since you found the retorter. And directs you to a chest is brought over to you. Your share, your party's share, is this much gold pieces.
Okay.
Any number of silver swords if you desire them. They're just spoils of war at this point. We have not enough hands to wield them.
Oh,
We'll
here's
take-
Diedrich and Melkor just already picking them up and put them in the bag.
They're
of
not-
holding.
they're
Yeah,
not
just
the ones-
like, we're already,
take
like,
the silver
she didn't even actually say anything. We were already
Oh.
putting like, oh,
We were
we
already
can
doing
have
it.
these.
Oh, what?
They're not
Oh,
the
these-
ones you can track, correct?
No, not these. As long as you don't take any of the key thrax, it should be fine.
I have the bag is in line with lead. It's fine. We're good.
Yep. We're just kind of
I-
literally just kind of shoveling them in. Just
I have a lead box. We're fine. I just put it in the box.
And we found some of the parts of whatever it was they killed out a ways when the fleet was originally mobile. Out. I forgot to speak common there. She gestured over to a pile. It would look to be. It would not be an exaggeration to say these are minivan-sized scales, like grayish kind of scales. I couldn't tell you what creature they originally belonged to. They are incredibly flexible but quite resilient to any physical blows. Likely could fetch a price or make something useful out of them.
also, can I have that dragon?
The corpse?
I killed it.
Well, I
Of
mean
course,
those
young dragon scales aren't more potent than most.
teeth.
Those
teeth.
are.
No, but the flesh is
See,
quite a
yeah.
delicacy.
Boom.
Maybe
Boom!
this time he'll actually create a cod piece. I'm tired of looking at a hairy ass.
Excuse me, my well-shaped glutes are a blessing upon your oculars, sir.
Except he's not lying when he says it's hairy. So
It wouldn't hurt to wash, Diedrich. I know that's not a thing in your plane, but you
haven't-
know.
I haven't had time. When have we had time for me to get into a
I'm
bath?
going
Literally
to
all
pull
the
out the
time.
decanter of
Saffron,
endless
I-
water.
Every time we camp out near a river, for a reason, Diedrich.
The rest of us have been bathing. praying
And I'm just going
regularly.
to aim it at him and say, "Fountain. Here's your bath. Fountain."
Just blast him away with water.
No, it's just 5 gallons of water onto him.
Yeah, just dropping 5
Vera?
gallons of water and stuff.
Yes.
We'll take, well, as many of these scales as we can fit in our ship, which won't be that many, and you can have the rest. That sound fair?
Oh, there are many, many more. These are what we just set aside for you.
Oh, excellent.
Whatever it was big.
Yeah.
How big are these scales?
Minivan size.
The size of a mini
How
home.
many
Mini
scales
van
do we have?
It's terrace sized.
Likely. Likely whatever was slain was the size of a Titan.
Of a type.
We
Whether or
actually
not
get
it
them
was a
into the-
Titan.
Like, will they
Um,
fit into the ship?
They, you honestly, you could probably fit a couple of them. The rest you'd have to leave on the deck. Those who were sitting, she didn't oversee the loot distribution. She came over to offer you these and was like, wait a fucking minute.
Well,
but
we're
like-
taking them.
Likely you could fit 2 of these question mark Titan scales in your hold.
And then the rest will just bundle up and just like.
Yeah, the ones we can't take with us. Are you willing to hold them for us?
Oh, we can hold them. We can set them aside for you. That's fine. We have more than enough for our own purposes.
And the prisoners? Well, are you willing to take the rest of them? Torig, I'll handle myself.
Oh, you'll handle him. Yes, we can take them. We'll do our best to see they get treated properly. Thank you for treating them. She turns to KO theme.
That's kind of what I do.
551. Gonna get a pair of fancy pants.
I'll see to it that we get these 2 at least to their original homes. At least after they have a piece of their minds returned to them, hopefully.
Yeah, if you struggle to find their homes, just let me know next time we meet.
Yes, and next time after this is all calmed down and we have some time, it seems I owe you that coffee now.
Yeah. Be a nice distraction.
It would.
Careless Whisper starts playing.
I'm just gonna lean over to Melkor. Is this Githraki flirting?
Get Thraki.
I'm
Combine into a fucking.
Wow.
racist as shit.
Yeah, you know what? You
Fluked on
are.
an open field.
Oh my god.
Oh my! Wow. I just smack you on the back of your your helmet and just walk away. Let them have their moment, you jackass.
What? I'm
You're
just
slacked off. Pick up these swords. We have a collection to make.
fine.
We have people attuning to the ships now. I recommend you go ahead and do so that we're ready whenever we move out.
So
Very
can-
well.
Go ahead.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, can anybody that can planeswalk attune to a singular ship, or can only one person at a time attune to the ship?
One person attunes to it as the captain, and
Okay.
they can allow others to attune to it. And
I'm-
it's not technically like an attunement slot, so to speak.
okay. So
More
we're
like
getting the
familiarizing yourself
we're
with
getting
it.
Yeah.
a teleportation pyramid, is what I'm hearing.
Effectively, you're getting a teleportation pyramid. If
That's-
Argus
that's
is
their-
somewhere and you have something from there and you're on the ship and Argus is on another plane, you can take the ship to Argus. You can.
Yeah,
I'm
Argus is
claiming my
gonna
role.
head to the helm. But
Mhm.
you can observe Malcor if you want to see how it's done.
Ooh,
I call the crow's nest.
hi.
And Phrygia, you might want to take a
Yes,
look as well.
I will observe.
Okay.
I have something.
And you can spend an hour familiarizing yourself with the spearhead.
I'm happy I'm not the only mature one around here.
We're gonna need to polish the spearhead as well. You know,
God.
give it a good rub down.
Good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now,
Gentlemen,
now, Careless Whisper starts playing.
we
We
are.
need a spit shine on the spearhead today, boys. Get on your knees and start shining. Uh, the one thing I do want to know,
Mhm.
do they have maps anywhere? Like just charts? I want to know if they've mapped out parts of the Astral Sea.
Now, technically,
Because ley lines, that's why
Yeah.
since I know there's no map, but there would be a way to navigate through the entirety of it.
it's like there are regional maps,
Yeah.
and
I just
they
wanna know if there's
they are
any.
difficult to make because they basically have to all be enchanted to be three-dimensional.
They had
Like
fleet,
Grand
is what I'm
Line.
like saying. Like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
fleet,
They
they want to go to war.
they 100%. Oh yeah, no, this is a very good point. There are absolutely charts and maps and places marked across this. When I say local, understand that's local in the infinite sense.
Yeah.
This local section of the Astral Sea.
So point zero
Kinda
zero
like-
zero 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 one.
Yeah.
So kind of like
Sea
the log
is
pose
infinite.
in
Effectively,
One Piece.
yeah, it's basically log pose is what they have to use to navigate here.
Well, it's just like you need charts, and then if any like books about or a journal, a navigation journal.
Of course, the calligrapher.
Well, it's just I have a feeling we're gonna be in the Astral Sea a lot,
Likely.
and you never. There's a lot of myths of the Astral Sea, and they're usually true.
That makes them not myths.
Um,
Well, until you see them, I'm saying everything you think's a myth. You go to the Astral Sea. Oh, it's fucking real.
I will say we can call this a nebulously. You acquire navigational charts and supplies for the airspace around Turanath. Around Turanath is we're going to loosely define, because again, this place is fucking infinite, as well as what would effectively be the log pose for several key locations in the Astral Sea, at least what this fleet would have deemed key locations.
More than likely, those locations are full of enemies.
Yes, almost certainly.
It's fun. Means it's when the fun begins. What do you want? You want to go raiding? You have to bring the holy smite of a Monitor to people. All right, put it away.
There's
Put it away.
a withering look from Argus when the topic of raiding is brought up.
I am erect with righteousness, justice.
Sheathe it. Sheathe it.
Alright. You take an hour, and you attune yourself to the spearhead. You kind of link it to that natural plains walkiness. You can you feel kind of, you basically use it as a focus is what it is whenever you, if you want to, when you planeswalk.
Put
Do I
that.
have to be on the ship to like move it, or can I give
you
it a
do-
direction?
You can kind of set it going. To alter it in any way, you do kind of have to be at the helm.
Okay.
So is
Am I aware of its location? Like anywhere I am?
That's a good point. I'm going to tentatively say not necessarily until Spelljammer tells me otherwise.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
So
so
you do
it's-
you do got to remember where you park the car.
Yeah, it's not the Batmobile. You can't hit
Dude.
a button and it drives to you.
Where's my sloop?
Yeah. Dude, where's my sloop?
Where's my sloop? Dude, where's your sloop?
Absolutely.
Theodoric, you know your way around a rigging, right?
I do. I do.
Cool. Get up that crow's nest.
Aye, Captain.
Everyone else, you could, I don't know, find a room. If any bodies are in there, you can throw them out. claim it for yourselves.
Is anybody opposed to me grabbing these two? And I'm gonna hold up the Bardich and the katana.
Actually, I need to. How often did that bitch go on to the material plane?
You mean Parak?
Yeah.
Is countless times not a good enough answer?
I just didn't know if the fucking mind of the astral body had made her way over this side. Or if he'd gone to wherever we lost her.
Mm.
That'd probably
I
be
mean-
in his notes, wouldn't it?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Or his mind.
The notes about the people there are no existing notes, at least that are found on the people he fought for those weapons.
Damn it.
We could legend lore it.
Good legend lore.
We
The
have
dead don't need to be
enough-
willing for you to speak to them, right, KOF?
Pardon?
Do the dead need to be
They-
willing for you to speak to them?
Oh no. It doesn't bring their soul, it just wakes up what used to be there. But if they wouldn't want to speak to me, they don't have to. But they have to be present for the questions.
They are there, but if they so desire, they can choose to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, then
I
that
love that spell.
will likely not get any useful answers.
I think we're gonna have a lot of
No.
legend lore.
So you gonna legend lore it? Well, I guess.
I got rest. Unless
That's true.
Chaothy.
We had an hour.
No.
Yeah,
You have an
we
hour
have-
while August is
we
returning.
have time. Yeah, we have time.
You have time for a short rest.
All right, I'll get all my spells back.
Oh, actually,
Alright.
did Carly end up joining us on this ship, or is she with the Shazalku?
She is with the Shazalku. That she did say if the fight went well, she likely would side with them, seeing that the Lich Queen was not all powerful. And it went
That's something at least.
fucking fantastically.
That's because we're
Yeah, I mean,
fucking
and-
awesome.
10% loss is pretty fucking good in a battle.
yeah.
How
Especially
far
one of this magnitude.
away would the other ship be currently? Like, how far away would Connie be?
A few hundred feet.
Damn.
You can rope it in.
Are you about to do something weird?
No, I was just going. If it was like 120 feet, I was just going to say, basically, okay, ugly one, you are free.
You- God damn. God damn.
Run wild.
Y'all some racist
Live.
ass.
Yeah, what is it with just the racist?
To be fair,
God damn.
she is the only one I call the ugly one.
It's mostly Diedrich himself.
It's yeah.
Yep.
And even then, it's mostly Daedric.
Mostly Diedrich.
That's
It's that
I ref-
Inquisition in him, I tell you.
It is.
yeah.
It is.
the fact I call
Different
gnomes.
to me, that therefore they're evil.
Therefore, they're evil. They must.
No, it's just the fact I call gnomes children. Dwarves are bearded children.
I don't think you've ever said that to a dwarf.
Mainly because we've seen one on this
One,
entire play.
yeah, he'd probably crush my head. So
Mhm.
What
I mean, you were once literally almost burned to death by a dwarf. You know, even though they were like thousands of years dead.
You were. That immolation almost killed you.
yeah, that was a thing.
But the fact all of us were just laughing at him while he was done.
Yeah, but while
What
he was
do we
getting
go
hit
for?
by a 9th level immolation.
It was like, oh, Diedrich got what
That's-
he deserved. Oh, Jesus, it's not stopping.
Oh, I'm not. He's dying.
So,
That's just the kind of party we are.
Yeah.
so if the ship is like on the same plane we are on, does it work with teleportation circle, or do we have to use planar magic? to get to
It will not work with circle. It will still work with teleport.
Fuck.
What about Word of recall.
I'll learn another spell.
Word of Recall. In theory, it can work with Word of Recall. The downside,
Oh.
the danger there.
There's
Oh.
always
Is
a danger
teleporting
with
an
that
entire
spell.
ship
Is-
directly into a temple.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know-
I'm sure it's outdoors.
How big does a temple have to be?
I know
Uh,
a temple big enough.
It's got to be yeah. Well, the main thing it has to be big enough. It's just got to be luckily because it's Melora. It's got to be outdoors.
Yeah, I'm slightly more likely to find a decent one.
And
Yeah.
At this point, I'm pretty sure that they would just be like, really?
Yeah, I do just keep turning up and not informing them or speaking to them after we turn up. But I think every time we've just walked out again afterwards.
Yeah,
we don't actually acknowledge them when we do it.
No.
The thing
And
is,
we never apologize because if you
thing is,
apologize
if-
once,
if
then
there
they
is a
expect you
cleric,
to change your ways.
if there is a cleric of a religion that is high enough level to cast Word of Recall, like you don't question them about it. Like you know they're
They're probably
devout
just in
enough.
awe. They're
Like
just in
yeah,
awe, you know.
that's
It's
6th
like-
level spell.
See, now what's going to happen is we're going to do Word of Recall. There's going to be people inside the little temple, and they're just going to wind up looking like this afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. I have that map. Yeah, absolutely.
I have that map
How
too.
much
actually.
Word of recall?
No.
No.
I know it's
Ginger
true,
doesn't
but
cast spells
also
anyway.
What?
hearing the word devout about Kaoth is still pretty funny.
It really is.
It can also apply to service, even if it's not much in personality or practice.
Yeah, I see. I'm not devout, and I'm borderline fanaticism. So
Yeah, you're.
No, the term you're looking for is zealot. You're
Zealot,
a
yeah.
zealot.
you zealot. Yes, that's right.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's yes. I guess I'll do our legend lore then. Are we going to do the spear first, or do we want to do
You need the name of the spear,
Sarak?
though. We don't have the name of the spear.
Well, we know who the deity it belonged to.
I guess yeah, you could do
Yeah.
legend on
him, and
Rush,
then
the ruiner.
yeah.
I
Usually the original wielder gives it the name. Giveth the name, I guess. But,
wielder / creator.
yeah, that's now. Did he create it though? There's a difference.
Well, if nothing else, he would know the name at least, right?
Yeah.
And if you wielded it, his
yeah.
legend is intertwined.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pull out my components pouch and blow fucking a shit ton of money in this.
Blow your load.
Absolutely. You cast Legend Lore. And what specifically is getting Legend Lord?
Oh. It would have to be him.
Grimish the Ruiner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't know enough about the object or a place of its creation.
You Legend Lord Grimish the Ruiner, which luckily you know where he is, you know his name. Which is enough to give you a little bit of information. And he's certainly of legendary importance. I'll give you that one for free.
Yeah.
Let me see how does the spell manifest? Let me see. So it just brings to mind a brief summary, and because you're Sphinx, okay, yeah. Almost as if hearing a lecture from a professor. You begin to hear things about this Grimish the Ruiner. They are one of what is known in Exandria as the Betrayer Gods.
So happy I bought that book.
Exactly. I don't know. Is that really not? There we go. There it is. Beings that apparently, in the history of Exandria, whatever was going on there, they were gods that chose not to fight against primordials during whatever the founding is. These are terms you don't know anything about, but possibly you could learn about in the future.
Oh. there's going to be some book requests being made.
Oh yeah.
Give a report. Finding of a betrayer god weapon.
He in particular is known for the sinking of an entire country into like the depths of the Underdark.
Ooh.
He is also known that at some point, while battling the other gods of Exandria, did end up creating the orcs of Exandria. What else do you get? Let's see. Do you get anything else? No, that isn't just what you get. You really only knew his name and that he existed. You can, well, one thing I will say, absolutely a god. Definitely a god. That was not a mistranslation on Dane's part. He was a god that walked Exandria.
I relay all that information to everybody else. And also write it down for myself.
Oh yeah.
Well, something to go off at least.
No. If we're going there, we'll probably find out more.
Did you get anything on the spear?
No.
Ah, crap.
Yes, the next thing is the lovely weapon and senior douchebag.
Senior douchebag. So are you gonna legend lore again?
Yes. I think I look at whoever wants to tell me what they know about this weapon and this person. Speak your piece. Tell me now. Because they're going to. It's going to help if to find out how the person got it.
You'd probably have to try to ask some of the captain.
I'm gonna need a translator.
Yeah, fine.
We did kind of decapitate the first the captain. So
Well, his first mate survived. Kifra.
oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Oh, that's perfect. Does she have a journal?
It's more like a ship log.
Oh, dates are good.
Yep,
Dates.
the day-to-day running the. Yeah, they'd have to use dates just to keep things
Right.
somewhat on track.
Never mess with the data.
Mm-hmm.
The data. All right. Okay. I think the obvious one is when did you get this?
Ask him that. That was. Yeah, you absolutely can't ask him. He's been around with Proc for a while. Would have been 600-700-ish years ago by material plane standards.
600-700.
You know a name?
Yeah, do you know reason? Oh, yes. Do you have a person you killed to get this weapon, or was it found?
try to remember, because 700 years ago, possibly, there was a duel between Perak and he just called them arms.
Arms?
Arms?
That was all he called them.
How many arms did he have?
Damn it. Yes, how many arms?
2? Like most people? You get aggressive at him, but he's just trying to answer the question because he doesn't want to die. But it's like, what are you asking? Wait, 2? I don't know. Like,
Arms.
Does kind of
Time-
Melkor. Can we ask him about if the term astral or umbral body mean anything?
Uh, I'd ask that question. Then.
they are meaningless to them.
Arms. What plane? Yeah, what plane? Material plane were you on when you got the sword? Got this?
Think.
I mean, if it's they don't remember, hopefully this book ship log goes far enough back.
700 years is a lot of time to go back.
Yeah,
That'd be a big book.
Yeah, that'd be a damn big book.
big book, or just a multitude. They could keep them.
Absolutely. Well, probably. What realm would that have been in? We weren't on the material when they fought. We were in Isgard. Perak spent a lot of time in Isgard.
Understandably. Diedrich, don't go to Eastgard. We'll never get you back.
No, he'll be lost forever.
What's in Isgard? Huh?
Books, a lot of books.
Westgard.
Ugh.
Westgard.
Books.
Oh.
I was like, I just gotta pull out my tome. I have the only book I need.
All right. I don't think we're gonna find out. And any other questions anybody can think of?
Can I be heard?
No, there you are.
Wait.
Yeah.
I think I had somehow muted myself, which is fun.
Oh.
Ah,
That's me for the course.
Dane was called Arms, right?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
That's
so-
why we asked
together.
how many were there.
yep,
Yeah.
You remember he was called the arms of the umbral body.
But
And it ended up with the mind of the astral body.
I mean,
Wait, what did?
The body, shouldn't it end up with astral?
Oh yeah. Astra had a bardish.
this isn't the same one.
Yeah, one
I
thing.
I found the wrong thing in my notes, in which case.
Well, it looks exactly the same. The design is 100% the exact same fucking design. One thing those who were there that early in the campaign would remember, that one did not have an enchantment like this on it.
Right.
This one is enchanted to silence spellcasters effectively. And to dispel magics.
Okay. So it's not what we thought it would be. Or is it?
I mean, it might still be, but the enchantment's different. Though the design is the exact same.
Might
if
be
it
I'm
was-
not
if it-
doubtful
if
that it was enchanted in that time, but it could have been.
So it could be a
Possible.
sister. It could be a sister weapon.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
that all of
Please
the
speak of
pieces of
sisters.
the astral had
Yeah.
one of these.
Retorter.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Did you have you have an awareness of your surroundings, correct?
Correct.
Were you aware when the Bardiche arrived? Perak's hold.
I think I said she was put in the hold 400ish years ago.
Yeah.
This is
No.
700.
The Bardish was there when I arrived.
Okay.
Well, let's
Well-
ask our boy, Dame.
Do you ever call on it by name? I ask retort.
Yeah.
I ever-
The name of the weapon.
oh,
Did you ever hear it in passing?
she probably did. That's really good.
Yeah.
Shit. You get inspiration because that was a damn good call.
Yeah.
He did.
Now you got a full inspiration now.
Fuck, hold on. Notes. I didn't actually. Oh, where's my notes? Where's my notes?
I suddenly understand this feeling so much more now.
Yes. The name of the weapon.
That is buried so deeply.
I understand this feeling so much more now. Before it was just like, oh, that's cute. Now having been a DM and DMing a game, I'm over here like, oh yeah, no, this is a thing.
Yes, I have a thing.
So-
I have a thing for this.
Donovan, question. How much
What?
am I nemesized right now?
Nemesized in my game, a lot. You I don't know
I've
how
had-
you did it.
I've had no verbal interaction with him. I'm just a silent one like, boom, no, you're done. Shut up.
He doubled the HP of one of my big bads with a crit freaking batting bolt.
Perish. He often called it two things. I think one was its name in its native language, and one was what that means. He seemed to jump back and forth depending on his mood. Half the time he would call it Heartstone Kortu, and sometimes he would simply call it that which binds.
Do I recognize the like?
It's the enunciation is not too dissimilar from deep speech, but it's like it doesn't hurt the brain as much.
Yeah, does it give you a migraine?
Yeah, but
I'm fluent.
yeah, you're fine. A little too fluent.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
But the sounds have the same guttural, like back of the throatiness that comes with deep speech, but used in a manner that doesn't make you want to stab your eyes.
So it was Heartstone, Kotouche, and
Heartstone Kortu,
and what was the other
That
one?
which binds.
that which binds.
Alright.
I mean, we could now legend lore it.
Go
The
for it.
weapon. The arms has me interested. We could. All right. Yep, legend lore. That which binds.
You legend lore Heartstone Kortu.
That.
I just like saying because I think it sounds really cool.
I know, right? it's like the Justicar's original name.
It is. It's like, oh yes, delicious.
It's just.
You get some much more vivid imagery this time. This is something you know a bit more about. Yeah, a little bit. And you are able to be told a bit more about this thing from others, and you've had a little bit of experience with what this thing is related to. Heartstone Kortu Namely, this one in front of you is one of a set of 6.
Okay.
My gosh.
I hate it when that happens.
They were weapons created for the express purpose of assisting the pieces of the astral body in their job. Their job being to ensure that the binds remain strong.
I hate it when you're right, Sarah. Think okay.
I take too many notes to not occasionally get one right.
Yeah. The hunch is confirmed by the notes. Oh boy. Oh, and then the group has seen 2 of them.
I would imagine that each one has different abilities.
Mm-hmm. The
Definitely,
other
I
one,
wasn't there for the first one, so.
yeah, the other one was a magical focus and could store components. It could probably do other things I wasn't interested enough to remember.
So you swing it and the components come out and it casts the spell?
No, you just didn't have to carry the money for components.
Oh,
Or
that's cool.
like,
I'm not
you
sure if
couldn't
I'm
get them
confusing
stolen off you.
with another thing, but I thought it also sundered plants. Might have
That
been
sounds
something else.
about right. She was talking about plants with it.
What does it? What would it mean by keeping the binds?
Binds,
Oh,
chains.
the chained oblivion.
Yeah.
The person who used to have it was having bad dreams, visions of one of the oblivion's chains being broken.
One of them were broken.
I think that's what we got to by the time she met her unfortunate demise at our hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she could still be alive. But I don't know if Kaothi told us all the vision yet. The iceberg one. I wrote that one in my notes.
Flexing.
I mean,
I took notes that day.
if it's a set of 6, I would much rather have dealt with the one that wanted me just dead rather than the one that wanted me to love the feeling of stabbing myself with it. Just saying that it could have been worse.
Oh, you talking about the spear?
One.
Oh,
Yes.
the spear's not to do with this.
No, the spear is something completely different.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
we came across another Bardiche a few months ago.
In the while doing the legend lore of this, do I see the last wielder of?
I would
The
say yes,
weapon
because
and
you
the
know so much
Easter?
about this and this one in particular. You see a figure that you would be able to describe their clothing, and others could note it as being similar to those worn by Astra. Falling in battle to Parak. An intense battle, like they gave Parak a tough fucking fight in a 1v1. They were strong.
Was it like a pitched battle or just a straight up meet
Just a
somewhere
slobber
in
knocker.
a duel? Yeah.
It was
I mean,
effectively.
like- Okay.
Effectively, it was pretty pitched.
Okay.
Also, because you know so much about this as well, one was given to each of these pieces of the astral body.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got all the pieces now.
The arms we've dealt with. Legs, I think you had a dance with, correct?
That was the umbral.
Was the
Oh,
umbral?
umbral, right.
We got two. We're
Yeah.
fighting two
There's
bodies
two.
here.
No,
Or no,
no,
the
we're
astral
not.
could be
I'm
good
protecting
to-
against
against bad.
what
yeah.
the Umbral are doing. We thought the astral were bad because the woman that we were with kept accidentally summoning aberrations into the world. But it looks like they were meant to stop whatever was happening to the Oblivion.
And in many, many cultures and mythologies, whenever you have two halves of something, if one gets out of balance, the other
Oh,
ends up acting up as well.
yin and yang.
Yeah.
So we've
Precisely.
defeated the arms. We've met the legs.
There has been a lot of Taoism in my games here lately.
I-
don't
I
know
really
why
wanna-
that is.
No,
It's
no.
just kind of happened.
It's a story. It's a story
By the
of
way,
good storytelling.
It's a natural
Yeah.
one. You know?
It works. It works.
Yeah, we've met the legs. Which, by the way, I want to kill that bitch.
We should have. Oh, we were so close.
I was so
We're
close.
so close.
I was
Fucking
so close. I needed one more action. I would have had her.
It was really close.
If I had one more spell slot, we could have done it.
Counter spell something.
I
think
need to
we're-
be a wizard, damn it!
You're a big boy now, Diedrich. You can haste yourself.
Yep.
Big boy.
You're a big kid now.
Yeah. By the way, were
Okay,
there
so-
any negative side effects to that?
You lose concentration.
Soul burning.
For a round.
Self-emulation. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh. Well. I guess. The arms. Oh. Well, theory's still going strong here. All right. Anything else? We could probably-
We're gonna try to look into the spear.
Yeah, so
We'll
legend
have-
law doesn't
yeah.
need you to name it. You can also describe it, right?
Yeah.
And if
Can
you can
describe
see it, you can describe it.
Yeah.
The naming helps, but description will work as well.
Yeah, we can do it again.
And
You just-
there is always a chance. In the initial cast, you might just get the name of it.
Yeah, someone might just be saying, this is a blade.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
spear.
very
Yeah.
acquainted with the spear as it pierced my fucking side.
Join the club.
Yeah. Join the
Yeah.
freaking club, guy.
I was saying.
I thought.
I can describe it very well. It was.
I start pulling up. I start pulling up pieces of armor. It went there. It went there. It went over here.
A burning malice.
I got
You
a
look-
big old scar on my face. I'm pointing to that. Like, I almost have my
All
head
right,
taken
all
off.
right, all right, all right. You
With
you
cheese
all
body.
chose this lifestyle of being frontline.
Well, you chose to be a wizard.
Yeah, you chose to be. Oh wait.
I wait for the
I
day
hate
Melkor. Melkor just like meteor swarms the whole party. Just fucking. Just,
That is Melkor right now. Except one eye, because you don't have the other one.
yeah, it is just the one.
The other one has a patch over it.
Mm.
Oh yes, I'm finally a pirate.
You are. You're on
You are a pirate. I'm a pirate. Finally made
You're
it.
the fucking guy that always loses the eye, the glass eye.
I blame Mr. Gibbs. Damn it.
Okay.
Oh, I will be both.
You can be both.
I will
Yeah.
be both. Both is good. I definitely Legend Lord the Spear.
You legend Lord of the Spear.
Since this will be entertaining.
Yours is a normal spear, nothing special about it,
It's just
chill.
normal. No. Roll me a charisma check just to see if you get the name out of this.
Charisma, would you say performance?
This is a straight up. It's like a dispel magic. It is like a
Seduction.
dispel magic or a counter spell. It is
Say,
straight
do you want
charisma.
a Constitution saving throw on top of this?
I believe I said charisma check there, Melkor.
Strength check.
A check. So
I
what
could make
you're saying
I
is
could
I
could make a
guide
strength check.
Would guidance work on myself?
Guidance would work on this. It is considered a skill check.
No.
Go!
I'm gonna use my last lucky point.
You do have you do still have a luck point.
I don't care how much guidance you have. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it ain't gonna help that one.
Okay, let me roll.
Okay. Does anyone want to burn inspiration?
He can have one of mine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a feeling it's not going to help, but guidance nonetheless.
it's got a 50-50 shot of helping.
Hey,
There
there
you go.
Can I use the
There.
last guidance? Oh, even better.
There, it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You learn quite a bit about this. Could learn more, but you learn one, that this spear is named the Ruin's Wake. And that it was the yeah, it was the arm. It was one of the arms of the betrayers, one of the weapons made by these betrayer gods. Where is it? Let me find it. Where's this weapon? I just had the thing for it. Where did I click off of it? Like there it is. There we go. One thing you learn that you would not have learned just from examining it. Every part of the spear that is not the tip, that is not the pointy end, has been coated in so much blood over the years that it feels like a metal shaft. But that is simply the iron from the copious amounts of blood that has been coated in over the years. Underneath that is actually the bone of an ancient gold dragon. And
Really?
The tip is a piece of an ancient. Oh no, hold on. Jesus fuck, that's even more metal than I thought it was. You don't know how it was made into this. But you know the tip of the spear is metal that was somehow extracted from the soul of an ancient Baelor.
Oh, what?
Balrog.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What else do you expect from a god's weapon?
Oh.
Yeah, I read it. I was like, holy.
Yes.
I read it and I was like, holy fuck.
I can imagine.
Also, like, made from one of the most good things in the world, and
Yep.
also one of the most evil things.
Yep, and you know this
It hates
weapon
itself.
was how Grumush sunk that city into the Underdark, or sunk that country rather into the Underdark. It obviously being much more powerful in his hands, but still being a force of unmatched destruction in anyone else's. That's what you learn about it.
You kind of won't touch it.
Do you think you are the only one that wants to touch that right now? I want to go over there.
Well, that's because regardless of what everyone says, I still stand by the fact that you are shifting.
Well, that's
No, I don't think anyone
unfair
says
at
not
all.
50.
mm,
But the fact that even people such as us want to take it and use its power,
no, I don't want to use it.
ostensibly for good,
We can use it for
is why it
good.
needs to be
I
destroyed.
would try to use this ring for good, Frodo. Fuck.
Oh, we're gonna use it for good? Oh, god damn it.
Ah, damn, fuck.
Oh man, it's
I don't
totally
want it.
not
I don't want it.
Gandalf refusing the Ring of Power.
Yeah, I more see it as Galadriel, because she gets that real energy going.
Well, if she
A
had,
glorious queen! Evil. Yeah, she one ring already, but two?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, Gandalf had 2. Would have had 2 if he took it.
Yeah, but it's a one ring, you know. It makes all the other rings look like chump
bitches.
rings.
That spear was even more metal than I thought it was originally. God damn.
Yeah. I just took a soul and turned it into a metal tip. It's fine.
I think the only thing that could have made this thing more evil, it was like killed like 1,000 puppies and condensed their blood into iron.
Baby
or something
unicorns
like-
were used.
Yeah,
to
baby
bless-
unicorns. Like
They were thrown into a meat grinder to extract all
the
the
iron. Yeah, the iron in their blood was condensed.
Yeah. But
That is some metal ass shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
does it legend loring it doesn't show like if it is it's complete sentient, has a personality, or is it just so it was created by someone super evil, it just has that person's will added to it, I guess.
I'll give you with that. It is likely that is the case.
Yeah.
It is likely it has its own will in the sense that it technically is not currently attached or in the hands of Grimush. But it more than likely, off of what you've heard and learned about this guy, it is just now an extension of his will.
Boy. See,
I don't think we should.
I have a
take this
question.
advantage.
I have like a hypothetical question for
Mhm.
Argus.
Yes.
So if this thing is as bad as we're saying it's, why didn't the Lich Queen attempt to claim it?
Well, she doesn't fight on the front lines.
Well,
And
given the fact what the
um,
damn thing does, I don't think she'd need to.
her magical prowess is so
Yeah.
much that a blade like this is more or less useless. When you
Hmm.
can turn someone's organs inside out with the blink of an eye, why
And at
silly
a
yourself
distance.
with a weapon? Yeah.
I remember that weapon has to get to you,
Spells
and I'm
happen.
sure. Yeah. No,
Yeah, that's he missed rarely.
no.
She likes
She
her
would- he
powerful
would-
lackeys.
Yeah. She would have to allow him to get close to her, is what we're saying. The dude wouldn't have a chance if he wanted to turn on her.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, that proficiency in a spear, being a lich.
Mhm.
Why get your hands dirty physically when you can just melt them with your mind?
Not
Yeah.
only would it have to get through the Lich Queen, it would have to get through a Shardalon.
Okay, let's just not talk about it.
Yeah, people don't like thinking about that. It's not just the Lich Queen they got to deal with.
You know, Argus and Zell. You know,
Yeah.
I thank you for powerful opponents we have to go through in the future.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying my arc's completely done. So
Hey, we didn't choose our opponents. You made deals with your opponents.
facts. Facts.
Now, deals. I like to
Such a
call
dirty
them
word.
that.
It's such a dirty word.
It's a dirty word.
You make deals and then renege.
No. Let's.
To To be fair, that was only
Technically,
one.
the deal is until I die. I technically died. Thus, the pact is null and void.
Only
My
by your
powers-
particular
my powers weren't
description.
taken away. I mean, I think it's still. Oh, it's that you get him till you die. I technically died, so he didn't take away the powers, nor did he claim it. So by possession of the law, I think it comes to me. But
Okay, you tell him that.
he's a
Okay,
little
when you go to when you go to Astral Contract Court, let me know how that
How that holds up.
Oh, we're already in it.
how that holds
in
up.
session, damn it.
Let me know how that holds up.
Oh yeah.
They
already had the
in
first-
session. We survived the first phase
Yeah, I
of the trial. We're
I was
on
gonna
recess
say
right
you
now.
already you're in. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. You're just in recess until it takes up again.
We're in recess right now, guys. He's just trying to claim something that may or may not be his, but
Unfortunately
technically the
for
deal was
Melkor.
null and void at the time. So
Unfortunately
I
for
could keep it.
Melkor, the law in this land is might makes right.
So who's the judge overseeing this particular court? Because
Not over
I
there.
personally would like to approach the bench.
Why would you?
That would be me. I am simultaneously the judge and the plaintiff.
The judge, the jury, and the goddamn executioner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, don't say that, Diedrich. We'll get too hard.
Oh yeah.
Execution!
But no, it's, all right. It's
Interesting.
I just don't think we should take that spear to Exandria. Solely because if the weapon itself has its will in it, taking it to its home plane might draw out some followers of him.
Well, we can't leave it here
That's true.
because the Lich Queen will probably want to reclaim it.
Yeah.
We
Then give it
can't.
to some other schmuck.
We can't go just
Yeah.
adventuring around with it just in the hold because that just seems like a terrible idea. Powerful creatures will seek us out to gain that. So the only real choice we have is to destroy it.
Well, we technically have two other options.
I like where you're going with this. I never do.
Well, I can think off the top of my head two beings that are capable of
Yeah.
traversing the plains quite easily
And push it.
and capable of taking the spear or putting it somewhere else. One is our crazy wizard friend Malshazar.
We're not giving it to him.
No.
Yeah, no.
Just because he
I like
owns
the
your
guy.
ass.
He's insane. He's insane. He cannot be trusted.
I understand that completely. I was saying it was an option. I never said it was a good
No,
option.
no, it's not an option though, is it?
Yeah.
Just because
in
you don't
any
like it doesn't
situation-
make it any less an option.
In any situation, you can fall on your sword and kill yourself. Does that mean it's an option? No, not really.
So
And the
Daddy
other-
Z is gonna come and get it. I'm guessing is what you're suggesting.
No. And this one, ironically, Melkor would probably like.
Also, another terrible option, but continue.
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty damn sure that we can offer it to the Sphinx, and she can store it. There aren't many things that'll fuck with her crazy old ass.
In her lair too.
Somebody's fucking old lady. in the
It's
lair.
just we can't bring it to her.
I
You have to
love
come
the
get it.
yeah. See, you say that moment, and then you lost me.
I'm fairly I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm strong enough to do it. I'm pretty sure that I have the internal fortitude to resist.
Listen, I know my goal is to try to seduce my patron at this point, but I don't think the Sphinx is gonna come out here.
I said it was an option. I didn't say it was a good one.
Well, if we
And-
do that way, it will be have to an instant jump, and it'd have to be right into the lair.
Well, best case scenario, she accepts it willingly and quickly.
Oh, she's
Worst
gonna.
case-
She'll take it. That's
Worst
not.
case scenario, I'm currently mad with power and attempt to attack her.
Hold on.
Ended up splattered all over the wall.
Now, there's another thing. I don't think I would be, no matter how mind whammied I'd be, I don't think I'm crazy enough to attack a Sphinx, especially one being my patron in her lair
Melkor,
with a weapon trying to give it to her.
Melkor, you crit the Arcana check earlier, so I'll say this one's free. You wouldn't be crazy enough to attack the Sphinx in her lair.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what, David Grumble? We just do an instant jump.
No,
like me
wait.
and
Let her finish. Let her finish.
The spear mites.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Exactly. That's where I was going with this.
I've already said this. This character was created to die. It has already lived longer than I thought it would. How we've gotten to level 14 with Melkor, I will never know.
Running away from my things.
I keep running away or somehow surviving by the skin of my teeth.
I've killed you, damn it.
Yeah, I survived.
You came back.
I came back. Why don't you just die? It stayed ahead.
If there's any character that should die, it's you. You just won't stay down.
It's literally Davy Jones looking at Jack Sparrow. You have a debt to pay. That debt was paid. Should that?
It's like trying to kill a barbarian. Oh yeah, roll your constitution save. Nope, he's still up.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. I can't put you down. I put him down so many times, and he keeps getting back up.
With poison.
Funny thing is, the funny thing is, half the time it's not even us getting him back up.
You get so close to killing me with the purple worm poison every time, but I just have
Every
this
time.
sliver of health that just survives.
You're building up an immunity to it.
It's
just
immunity. We're getting
like-
close. We're getting real close.
They had to back off to make sure that you didn't build up an immunity to it.
I'm slowly inoculating myself. I have a little vial. Okay, so I am more than willing for everybody to beat the holy shit out of me to 1 HP and take all my shit away from me, and we jump to the space. Because one, it will help me.
He's standing there with his
because I
sword,
need to-
excited.
Okay, well, okay, everybody just put. You don't have to get too hasty now. I think everybody's like, we got some aggression pent up.
Actually, I'm fairly certain everyone has some aggression put up against you.
No, against Melkor? No.
Well,
Everyone-
no,
Melkor
not
just
me.
takes off his jacket again. Okay, fold this up. Okay,
Everyone
no
slowly
creases.
slips on their brass knuckles.
Oh,
Oh, no.
So why?
No.
why oh, you're
I
gonna use
don't
the
have
glove?
any aggression towards
Gauntlet?
him. I actually
Uh-oh.
have an interest in him right now.
Okay.
No, this is willingly just not killing me. We're just gonna hurt me to the point where I might die. We went close to death, not death.
It's all right. I am very good at walking that line.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of what I'm here for.
When I get to that point, just somebody smack me. I'll get pissed off and put him in a rear naked choke, and then we'll flop over there.
Let's just go over there now.
You all are gonna take Melkor out back to the Denny's.
Yeah.
No, Denny's is too classy for Melkor. Waffle House.
Yep, we're taking you out back at the Waffle House.
Yep, take him out back to the Waffle House. Rummage through his pockets for fucking drug money.
Oh my god. Ow! Not the face! Sorry.
You exclusively get punched in the face.
Yeah.
My intent is to see if I can break a horn.
That's fucked.
That will be absolutely not.
No permanent damage.
No permanent damage, just emotional
Not permanent.
damage.
Horns grow back, right? They grow
Yeah,
back.
horns go back over a couple centuries.
I don't
Eventually,
live that long.
you
Well,
especially.
that's not our problem. That's your problem.
You get pummeled too.
To be honest, I'm not shocked that I haven't lost the horn yet, but I already know it's in store because you've mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lewis, right now, I'm jot this down. We're gonna take away a horn later.
Well, can I roll for that?
Punching, you're not going to take off a horn.
What about with the Jabberwack?
Well, I got this mace here. I can.
If you really want to use the weapon on him, I was under the impression you were just fucking JoJo kicking his ass till he had a hit point left. It's a little fuck to use a weapon on him at this point.
Well, now I have a goal.
I feel like my fists are weapons, you know, and he's a human.
Yeah, your whole
so
body is a weapon. I
are
tried
not-
to.
Then if you're a
I
monk,
hit pretty fucking hard with my fists, though.
you do. You're not a
As
monk.
the humanoid. No, I'm not a monk. True.
I am a humanoid, so.
As much
Technically,
as I appreciate the easy option, all things considered, I don't think it's a good idea to give this to an entity with an unknowable
Well-
desire.
It's
Seems like her desire is to collect things.
it really is just to collect. I guess I could ask if she wants it.
I mean, would it
The
not be
second
better
you
if this thing
mention
was
it, you
destroyed?
get fucked if
Hey,
you don't take
it's-
it to her.
I'm fucked either way.
He actually is.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, and I have two. I would love to destroy it as well, but I would also be okay with taking it to her because it also means I pay off something. I just have to bring wherever we go something of historical, legendary value, and this would be from Exandria.
How about this? We'll keep it in the back pocket. If we have to make a retreat, if anything goes wrong and we have to escape, we'll have it in our back pocket. That sound good?
Okay.
And we
I
decide
say
this
the-
after
it's the
taking him
group's
outside?
decision.
Yeah,
I
did we
am
decide this
100%
after we beat the hell out of him?
It's a group exercise, you know. It's good for team building.
Team building.
Team building. Yeah.
Acquisitions Inc. sponsors this team building
Yep.
meeting.
The fucking branding just appears everywhere. Just yes.
Just wrote like this. The sail just unfurls and it's Acquisitions Inc.
You can hear
That's
it.
the Krillin counter. AI ping in the corner. No, whatever the group decides. Melkor personally, I do have a conflict of interest on this, so
Yeah.
it's not fair.
Technically, I have a conflict of interest because Melkor has a conflict of interest, which is the reason why it was suggested. The alternative is dropping it off at Acquisitions Inc., which we all know that's not a good
That is
idea.
worse.
I have
That is worse.
I am. My patron's getting all the
I'm-
weapons now.
I'm
I
enacting a quick rule of law on this ship. Act Inc. will not be mentioned on this ship.
I love
On pain of face beating.
I love so much that Belshazzar the Mad and the Ancient Sphinx are both above Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Belshazzar's not that far above, but he is, yes.
Yeah.
But he is above.
Oh my god.
Seen as a more viable option.
I guess I send like a message or something to Acquisitions Inc. for information on Exandria, since I guess we're going there.
Okay, they will for the admin fee of 25 gold, they will assemble you a primer.
I will fast
I
track.
mean, almost everyone has spoken their word, but what do you think, Keofi?
Yeah.
I want to destroy the fucking thing.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's go destroy shit in Exandria. I'm all for this.
Mm-hmm.
First question: how are we gonna get it onto the boat?
Well, one unlucky sailor is gonna have to grab it and bring it over.
So we are taking Melkor to Waffle House.
yeah. Let's just do it. All right, let's
Alrighty
do it.
then. Alrighty then.
I mean,
you
I'm
resume.
pretty.
You were
I'm pretty-
beating.
I'm pretty deep. I managed to hold off its influence once. I can do it again.
We
And
got
if
Phil.
I do get taken over, one good hit should do it for me.
Well, I will accompany you. That way, you have some
Moral support.
moral support in the version of my auras.
You know what? Can we put a cannon right behind you just in case you do grab it and go mind whammy? So just make that one
Wait,
shot.
can I not
easy.
get? No, can I not get just
We have
vaporized
magic.
by a cannon?
We have magic. It's fine.
Not that kind of magic. There's gonna be
What?
enough left to
You
revive.
said one.
It's at this time that I miss having the fucking clench your ass 5-finger death punch. I could just
Yeah,
set
real.
that
Oh
up and
my God,
fucking
just sit
take
there.
him down. if-
Perfect. Yeah.
Just be like, oh, he's mind whammied.
There you go.
Wham!
It's like a physical version
Yeah.
of Power Word Kill.
It honestly is a
That's
little
what
bit.
it is. No, that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
Only if it doesn't kill you, it does actual damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it doesn't kill you,
succeed, it's 10d10 damage. Like
yeah.
it's that's if you succeed. It's unreal.
So it's a Power Word Kill.
Yeah. Somehow that necrotic damage went past Telemor's immunity. We still haven't discovered how.
Don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it.
Alright.
So yeah, we can try to see you get it on the ship real quick. If you bring the spearhead up close by, it will still take you about 3 rounds of dashing to get it safely where you can drop it onto the ship. Assuming you don't want to throw it onto the ship.
I mean, we could probably
So
bring
what
bad
happened
idea.
last time.
Okay.
Couldn't we
Imagine
like
you basically
tie the
just sails
ships
off
together?
forever, and you hear the the meme music of it going to space. You know,
Well,
we don't.
Oh,
want
yeah.
that.
Couldn't we just move the ships closer?
Yeah, this is assuming
like-
you're moving the ships closer.
Yeah.
Really, I feel like
Oh,
I could cover like a ship's distance in a round
What's your
with
speed?
how fast I am. So
Oh,
with
it's in the hole.
with Longstrider I'm
It is-
50, and I
It
can
is in
dash
gold.
twice
That was on deck.
with that.
You can cover. You can dash twice.
Yeah, I get a bonus action dash.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and then I actually
140
with
feet.
with
And if
my
I haste
stuff,
myself, you can double that and add another
Yeah.
dash.
with my stuff, I can actually match him.
Okay.
So with
He just has the planular
So-
hopping bullshit, which is the only reason he's faster than me.
So instead, it'll take like a little over 1 round. It'll it'll effectively be 1 save for when you pick it up and 1 save for when you drop it, as opposed to like 4 or 5, however many it would have been.
Yeah, imagine if it was Melkor, like slowly waddling his way over.
Yeah, that'd be like 5 saves.
Like he's got the best save, but
Everyone
weird
would be
path.
standing over him, just fists back, like ready.
Let's be honest. I have the best save.
But
I'm rolling like dog shit today, and I have
Yeah,
no
that's
loading
true.
anymore.
Yeah,
Alright,
what I'll do
I'm gonna-
is I'll sit in the open space between the ships as kind of like a checkpoint. If shit
Okay.
starts going awry, I can pop in on it.
oh yeah. Bridget, maybe a little bit too much excitement just because she wants to have a little bit of fun. Marks you.
You know, it is very strange feeling the opposite end of that. You know,
It is, isn't it?
Now, hold on. Would a god weapon be able to activate your spark?
I don't
What are you
think so.
getting at?
Honestly, I think the
Oh,
spark
that-
is, you know,
Yeah, I think that's like an
is unique
ingrained
to us,
thing.
Yeah.
I hope
If
so.
if anything, like
I hope so.
in terms
I
of
hope so, because it's gonna hurt.
in terms of understanding, like they would have to like it would have to learn how to use the spark.
One, it's already. It's
It would have
already
to-
basically a catalyst of somebody who isn't.
But it would have to utterly dominate someone's will to the extent that that person no longer exists.
Well,
Yeah.
his will's pretty
Essentially.
strong.
And I think if Argus tried to do it again today, it might tear him apart.
Yeah, he's kind of
Yeah.
squishy right now.
You're already really
So,
sore from what you did do.
Are
He's
we
like
really?
slightly fading out of existence at the
I
moment.
love
We've
how
got-
we've gone back to the original moment of how are we gonna get the spear off the ground?
It only took us an hour and a half
Yeah. And now
to ask the same
so-
question.
now we're
It's
back
great.
to it again.
This is why I leave things like this lying around.
So
The best solution in this case is to literally touch the butt. You know,
Yep.
that's where we are.
You know, as the expert of
Surgically.
touching the buck and fucking it, I volunteer.
No.
Beat the shit out of me if you want. I don't care how we do this, as long as the spear gets on the boat. Are we?
It's fine.
Which
I'll,
it does a
I'll
lot
do
more
it.
quickly if
I'll-
we send Argus.
Okay.
All right.
And like I
Argus,
said, I'll go with him, and
Yep.
he can have my buffs.
you
And
advantage and the +4.
I have a cannon at the ready.
try to avoid the face if the
I
worst
will-
happens.
I'll go
It's
for
had
the
enough. It's had enough for one year.
I have
Uh,
a
two-
smite.
you have a face only a mother can love.
Your name on it.
Have you seen
Alright.
yourself, Melkor? Let's
My
not get
mother
into it.
never loved me. That's the problem.
At least there's a little bit of love with me.
So no one
I
loves your
am
face.
outrageous for the day,
Exactly.
so you're good on that aspect.
Actually, Maybe the Sphinx loved your face.
Let's
Well,
not talk about that.
probably not.
Uh,
Probably not enough cat
Uh,
features
you-
on it.
We're not talking
yet.
about we're not talking about your sugar mama.
We're going through some time.
Anyway, let's get this over with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
As I buff myself against evil.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna. Well, I can't haste myself. I'll
Nope.
long strider. Yeah.
Give me.
I mean,
a
haste is bad because if I do mind whammy, I just run so far away from everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Or you run so far into somebody else and start bodying them.
Yeah. And okay, this is the only time this will ever happen, Diedrich. So don't make
Yep.
it weird. I'm gonna get a rope, tie it to one of my arms, and tie it to his arm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Never again. Okay, understood?
I understand. I
Understood?
gotcha.
Okay, good.
Careless Whispers is playing.
They're three-legged racing in D&D.
All right. Argus, give me charisma save at advantage because you're near Diedrich with a +4 because you're near Diedrich.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm pretty charismatic. So.
I'm going to fire the cannon.
Okay.
Oh my God. I was
A
so worried
26?
it's going to be 2-1.
I was waiting for 2 ones. I was like, come
Yeah.
on, come on, give me a reason.
That would be the, and we'll pick this up next week.
It absolutely would have been. And we'll pick that up next week. You pick it up and quickly you're like, fuck. You can feel such malicious intent. So it's so familiar that you aren't sure where this thing's where Parak started and this thing ended. I will need another one for when you go to set it down.
Yeah, so he like pulls the rope taut and basically yanks Diedrich along with him.
Yeah,
No, I can
luckily-
keep up.
Yeah, Diedrich is able to keep up, luckily.
Cannon is primed.
I'm gonna have to use a little bit of bootness at the end there, but I can still keep up.
Give me.
And the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, baby.
There's a moment where you kind of look at the spears you're setting it down, and there's a moment where you kind of don't want to set it down.
Why should I set it down?
Why should
After
I?
all,
Why should I?
it is mine.
Out of him immediately.
Here's Melkor oversight. Don't set it down. Don't set it down. Don't set it down.
And there's
I want to fire the cannon.
there is a moment's hesitation, but you power through it luckily and force yourself to set it on the deck.
The hesitation gets a slap.
As you give him a
I grab his hand out of the air. No.
Can I shoot Diedrich in retaliation for attacking Argus?
attacking him. But
It was a test. It was a test. See, because if it was Argus, Argus
no.
would totally have caught it. And see, that's how that works.
Uh-huh.
Of course,
And if it was
I then twist his hand, so I basically throw him over my shoulder.
do the
because- Well, the thing is, I'm as strong as a giant right now, so I
Yeah,
just
he's stronger than me right now.
Yeah. The thing is, he just kind of like he doesn't fall. So he just kind of floats in that direction about 10 feet for the rope pulls taut.
and
Just
then I get yeah.
I'm like, it's Argus. We're good.
I also untie the rope from myself and
Yep,
let him
yep.
float away.
You get the ruins wake on the deck. You hear shouts from the Gith, from the Shazol as they start moving, getting these ships elsewhere, somewhere safe that's not as close to Turbinath. And we'll pick up there next week.